Are we on? Am I on?
Yeah, I mean, yesterday was, a pretty long day, but a long day.
We are live, Mr.
Are we audible?
Are we audible? Are we audible? Mr. Director. Chad, are we audible? Sazzy hears us. Audible. How about you?
Okay, all right.
Excellent.
Can we hear
We,
both of us?
barely. We got King in my ear. We got commotion all around us, but it is Top 16 Sunday. It is my Super Bowl. I dress up. King dresses up. Burb dresses up. Scout, you're just a bro. I love you.
I mean, the suit, I have a lot of stuff to pack. I have to save that space in my suitcase for the camera gear. But, yeah. Oh, is there something on with my mic? What do I need to do?
Switch. Are we on now? Scout?
We good now?
Can we hear Scout?
Okay. What about now?
Yeah,
good.
sick
Okay,
technology.
okay.
Why
Absolutely.
All right. So, anyway, I just made this whole spiel joke about you not dressing up, but you whatever. This is our Super Bowl,
It is.
and all year round we competitions all around the country, online. People constantly play on their own streams. It all comes down to this: the top 16 players in the world are going to duke it out for the World Championship, the 17th edition of the CTWC. I am so psyched. I am so happy to be here on the station for this. We're going to have some amazing matchups for this round of 16. Who do we got first, Scout?
Oh my gosh, we got amazing storylines. Yeah, we have SV versus Miles and Sidna versus Pixel Andy.
Oh my goodness.
So much international representation, so many player journeys.
Yeah.
Overcoming so many things.
Like Sidnev not being here last year. Like if you look at the top 16, it's kind of mostly the same what you'd expect.
Yeah.
Sidnev obviously wasn't here last year, making her way back, and Pixel Andy, of course, finally getting over the hump with that championship at Jonas last year. But he's always kind of little. Even though he's the big brother, he's always been the little brother compared to his big brother dog. But
yeah, no, it is very cool that now he is the best in the world at something too.
he's wearing. You got the hat right on there.
Oh yeah, I got the Pixel Andy hat. Oh, it's a very good design.
Yeah,
by the way. I think
pretty cool.
It's like it totally fits him from a graphic design perspective, but it's not like super over the top and obvious like you see sometimes YouTubers or content creators or esports people. They don't overdo it. And then also Dog's dad, Pixel Andy's dad, he's got a dog hat on that also looks fantastic.
I'm gonna start collecting Tetris player hats now. They just can't
Tetris
just do
player
baseball.
hats, they're the next big thing. Because this is actually a nice hat.
Yeah, it's super nice. So if I think Toast is gonna show up some player videos before our first matchup. So over to our director, and here we go.
Yeah, let's see it. Or not.
And Miles at F86.
Now within 3K, it's 1.183 and Miles.
There it is.
So my mindset going into CTWC was I basically just wanted to do as well as I did the year before. I got top 8 the previous year, so I kind of wanted to do that again or do better. Pretty stressful having to play for 2 hours straight and focus on max outs, but I did well. And then I played Aaron in the first round. I wasn't really as worried because Aaron was a tapper, but he still did push me with some of the games. And then I played Cole, and that was probably the most stressful match I've had in CTWC because Cole went up 2-0 on me, and I honestly thought I was going to lose that match. It's kind of difficult to come back and reverse sweep, but I honestly feel like Cole kind of gave me that win. Like, I don't think I played exceptional to win it. I think Cole kind of let that one slip, and I was very, very lucky that that happened. I think he's improved a lot, so I got very lucky to make it to the top 8 again. And then I played Meme, and that was a pretty good match for me, I would say. I think I was pretty proud of how I played, but Meme played a little better and made it to the finals. So good on her. I played decent. I probably could have played better. And this year is going to be a lot different as well. I don't really know what to expect, but I'm going to try and qualify as well as possible. I think that's where it all starts. Getting a good seed really does set you up for good tournament success, I've found when I played. I haven't played a CTWC regional with this. I've used this format before, and I've actually done pretty well in this format. And I honestly think it takes away a little bit of stress from me personally because I'm not really shooting for a specific goal. I'm kind of just shooting for or play as well as possible. And so like sometimes, you know, when you're focusing on maxes, you can kind of get stressed out as you get close to maxes. You're trying to really lock in. But with this format, it's like, okay, I got a max, that's fine. Or, you know, you can get a 1.6, and that's a lot of points. I honestly used to play in like every single tournament possible. I think at one point I had played the most CTL games out of anybody, and I kind of just got burned out playing CTL every single season. I made it to the finals multiple times. I've made it to playoffs a lot, and it was kind of a lot playing a couple matches a week, especially when I feel like Tetris kind of took a little bit of a back burner this year for me, trying to focus on my last year of school and stuff like that. So I just wanted to take a little break and just kind of enjoy life a little bit. I feel like I need to just practice getting higher scores. Like I feel like I practiced consistency for a long time, but now I need to also practice getting high scores as well. It's not enough to just be consistent and hope your opponent tops out. If you're playing a really good player, like a top 5 player, they probably are going to make level 39, and if they make level 39, it's not going to be with a low score. I shouldn't try to think, okay, a 1.3 is a good score. I should try to readjust my thinking a little bit, where I should be aiming for these higher scores, I guess. The biggest thing is probably there's going to be ups and downs. I see a lot of new players, they start to peak really high, and then maybe you fall off for a little bit. You're not at your peak, and that can be really discouraging. It's a very normal thing to go through. I've personally gone through it. A lot of other top players has gone through it. I think just having the resiliency to know that one tournament doesn't define you, one match doesn't define you, and if you're in these high stakes matches, you're there for a reason because you're a good player. I guess late in 2025, I think I kind of like was playing worse. I think it was because I hadn't been practicing Tetris as much. I was focused on other things. Recently, I feel like in these last few months, really started practicing more, and I think I've kind of started ramping up my gameplay more headed towards CTWC because I don't want to fall off. I want to still prove to people that I'm a good player, because, you know, some people, you have these other players that have played for a while and it's like, are they good? I don't know. You kind of like forget how these players play, and maybe they've been around for so long. So I just kind of want to prove to people that I'm still good and I can still compete with people. I want to show the world that I'm still one of the top players in the world. I think I placed 5th or 6th place last year. I want to try to do that again. And of course, I want to try to get higher than top 8 as well. That takes a lot of effort now because there's a lot of really good players that kind of dominate the top of the scene. In order to do that, I really have to take it to another level. It's going to take a lot of effort. I've been playing Tetris for a long time. I think about 7 years now. I saw Joseph playing. It seemed like a cool game. I'd played Tetris before, but the main thing that pulled me toward it was the live aspect of CTWC. And then I found a community of people that also liked playing Tetris, and it became a place to meet friends, to have fun, just doing whatever. And so it's not just a game. Like, even though I haven't been playing as much Tetris this year, I've still talked to a lot of people that I've met from Tetris. So it's a game that I love to compete. I still want to be the best Tetris player in the world, but I also still want to have fun with friends that I met through Tetris.
My first match with knuckling IRL ever was against Winter. So like I went down the first game and I was honestly, I didn't even really know at that point. Like I just didn't even know if knuckling was even like possible in live events. Game 4 and game 5, I won both of them. So I really only lost like one game, so it's like not really that bad. It was like the main proving ground that knuckling could actually like do something, and I was able to make top 16 at CTWC. So like that's honestly pretty good for a new play style. So usually rolling is like, you know, you do like this with your hands or whatever, like on the controller. But knuckling, instead of using the pads of your fingers here, you use your knuckles, which is obviously harder to control because like, I don't know, you can just see it. They're like very close together as opposed to fingers. You can do this, but with full mastery of knuckling, I think you can very consistently hit fast taps in quick succession. Genesis was interesting because I think that was kind of a point where like I didn't feel too good with my knuckling. Like I wasn't in like a peak condition. So I 3-0'd Kirby. That was good. That was good. That was like I had pretty good pace every single game. And then 0-3 against Dog, that was honestly a decent game. I got like a 1.59, almost 1.6 against Dog in game 1. That was a standout moment for me, getting that 1.59. And then the rest of the games, he kind of just played better than me. And then against Dangler, that was honestly a good match too. But there's one game he had like 1.4 into kill screen pace, like level 26. He was like 1.25 at level 26. I was able to chase that down, I think over 200k, maybe 300k point chase down, and I barely squeaked it out at the end. I almost choked that away. But luckily, I was able to squeak out that win and go up 2-1. I think I lost another game, and then the last game I was just ahead in the kill screen and topped out. So I think qualifying for it is a bit different because I also experienced that at Genesis as well. That was the only time I've qualified with the war system live. I think that it tests something different for sure. And it tests something more. It's not just different, it tests it more. Like, it's definitely harder to get like a really high seed. It's definitely harder to think exactly. It's harder to think on the kill screen for sure whenever you know that there are like point barriers you need to get. Just how like so many people choke max outs in prior CTWCs. They're going to be choking 100k barriers at this CTWC in the qualifying system, which I think is really cool though. I think that's like a very interesting like new concept that gets introduced with the Wars point system. I don't know if I'm necessarily trying to prove anything anymore. I want to have a good event, you know? I think there have been like standout events in the past few years in CTWC, and there have been some ones that haven't been as good. I just want to have like a really good event. I think if I play well, that will definitely make the event more hype, just so that there aren't like 3 people who can win the event. So if I play really good, I think I can add a lot of hype to the event. So, you know, if I can do that, then that's what I want to do. So I would say that's like my goal. Like, I've played Tetris for about, yeah, this will be my 7th CTWC, so definitely more than 7 years, actually. Wow, that is crazy. Okay, so yeah, it's been a very long time that I've been playing CTWC. I've definitely made, like, a lot of friends from CTWC, from just, like, the Tetris community in general, especially the online community as well. And, I mean, just being able to go out to these events, whether it be here in the US, even going to Germany, stuff like that. I mean, it's just crazy experiences, opportunities that you can get with Tetris. I don't know. There's just been so many like cool stuff that I've been able to like experience or I've been able to get from Tetris. I mean, that's kind of what it is at the end of the day. It's just like it opens so many doors, and I don't know. You kind of see the world differently whenever you're. I don't know. It kind of opens it up, just being able to like travel everywhere and have this competition experience. And it's kind of hard to put into words, but like once you experience it, you'll know. I don't know, man. Like there's definitely a chance that I can pull something off crazy. So we'll see.
Content right now. It's because they're probably subscribers to the Twitch channel. Yeah, man. You know, for those of you that are getting the King and Burb talking while the ads are going, for those jabronis, you know, take solace that you can get this content. You're seeing what's happening right now. You're seeing our top 16 getting on stage and getting our last 2 that need to show up here. And yeah, Burb, this is the reason why you want to be a sub to the Twitch channel.
Yeah, so you can listen to the King and Bird podcast. No, so you know, so you can see all the, you know, just all the emotion coming into it, just all the camaraderie we're seeing up here at the moment.
Look at that! Look at that! Who's that right there? It's a Texas friendly heavyweight champion of the world right there. That's my guy. That's Tetris time. I love it. He's proudly representing the brand, Bird.
Yeah, man. You know, unlike some people.
Not that Dan V coming in and interrupting my ceremony like that. How dare he?
Oh my God.
He's gonna get his just due when we get to Classic Champions, Bourbon. That'll be happening in August.
Yeah, that's gonna be an absolute banger, man. Oh my lord.
TT said he's gonna bring it. He wants to be the Tetris friendly champion forever. But the line is gonna be out the door now that they sold it.
Oh, no kidding. Yeah, now that exists, right? I mean,
that's a brand new gold belt that we did for that. Oh my God.
Yeah, maybe that guy behind him also wanted his title back. You know,
I mean,
he put on a good show the other night.
I mean, not for nothing, but last week when you had that match, right? It was probably the greatest Friendlies Heavyweight Championship of all time, the highest scoring match ever, right?
Longest game, right?
The longest. I think that one game went like 45 minutes, right?
Yeah, it was like 30 minutes. Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah.
Well, you got to extend it more, Bird, right? It was one of the greatest games of all time in Friendlies history. You know, and still one of the only places that have uncapped matches.
Oh yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, pretty much everyone else. They 39 line cap. It's like, you know what? We'll go all night. Like if we have to go all night at friendlies, we'll go all night.
And then both mercifully say, "Can we do 39?"
Like actually, like you might be okay with that, but we don't want to do that anymore. We're just gonna go to the cap.
Absolutely.
Not that it matters.
And Burp, look at this outstanding 16. I mean, these are the 16 best players in the world, and many recognizable names that we've known for so many years, and it's tremendous.
Yeah. Also saying that's a Mistugi. No, anyway.
he would tell you that's true.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm here. I don't know why I'm here. But he had a battle with Critical after yesterday.
Yeah, no, that was a banger matchup.
Yeah. No, after that match was over, I came over, congratulated. He was like fatigued. He almost fell over. He was just like, bro, how? I was like, sure will. Sure will. Yeah. So folks, we are almost set there. So again, players that just were up there for your photo, we would like you to start getting into your station so you can warm up quickly. So on CT1, we are going to have, as you can see on the lower left there, Alex T versus Knight here on CT1, along with Dog and Eyeball on this channel. You will get the CTM Mega Masters Top 16 rematch here. That's going to be tremendous. Over on CT2, you're going to have our friends Sidnev and Pixel Andy duke it out, along with Miles and Sam Vaughn, the SV. All banger matchups, Burb.
Oh yeah, man! Right here on CT1, 2 world champions going to be on stage. Not duking it out just yet, but
the defending 2-time world champion is going to be up there. He lost his first game at CTWC year yesterday, so he looked beautiful, right? Maybe he needs some music tonight. But of course, Don comes to 2-time world champion
during the online years, made it all the way to the finals again just 2 years back when we moved here to Pasadena. So I mean, this is gonna be fire.
Yeah, no, certainly. I think all of them are gonna bring it. They're all gonna bring it. We're gonna have outstanding matches. These are gonna be matches for the ages, so we're gonna get that set. So players, once again, get in your seats. We need Alex T versus Night Dog versus Eyeball on CT1, and then we'll also have the SV versus Miles, Sidney versus Andy match on the Classic Tetris 2 channel. So all good stuff to come, Burp. All good things still to come, and we are just moments away from kicking things up. We always have our Tetris anthem, so we got great Sergio and the holograms is here, getting set up in just moments. When we get all players in their areas, they get their final warm up in, we will get things kicked off. I always feel proud to hear that Tetris anthem, right? Like I got to stand up and raise my
hand to heart,
heart, right? As we do that. But we also got Matcherino going on too, Bears. Let's plug that away. Currently $6,100. Yeah, you'll figure it out.
Yeah. Wait again.
Don't do that. Don't do that. People get upset here. Yeah. So look, we're at $6,100, Bear. Tremendous job by so many people that have been giving. One of our top contributors, actually someone that's here in the venue.
Oh yeah.
It's a good friend of ours, good old Kathy from the CTL. Yeah, she was giving a lot of great contributions over there,
Yeah, all day long yesterday.
All day long, yeah. She's almost given close to $1,000. Wow, right? Because she's enjoyed herself here.
That much,
venue.
yeah.
She says, this is great. I love Classic Tetris. So if you love Classic Tetris too, start giving if you can, right? Whether it's $1, $2, $200, $2,000, doesn't matter. Every single contribution counts because that all goes to the players, right?
Yeah.
CTWC doesn't get any piece of that pie. It goes directly to the great efforts of these players. We want to make sure we pay out as many as we can.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, the more we get, the more the players we can pay out, and hey, maybe even we could pay all of top 16 if we get enough. So certainly, any amount we get goes a long way.
Absolutely. So in our chat, of course, use !Matcherino in order to go to our Matcherino page. Great partner of ours, Bird.
Yeah,
and,
absolutely.
They do great stuff in order for us to do the crowdfunding and have that there and easily to people, our players to go ahead and get that in. So it's wonderful. But we are just about set. Players are starting to get in their seats. Get your final warm-ups in because now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to get the official kickoff of the Classic Tetris World Championships underway. This is the moment you've all been waiting for. And of course, as I just mentioned, we have to kick it off in style with the great artiste that is Sergio and the Holograms. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, that was Sergio and the holograms. Tremendous, always. So many years. I first saw and met Sergio in 2019 when I went to the World Championship back in Portland, and it was tremendous. Again, the whole crowd.
All right, Sergio. Little mixed problem there. The drum machine came a little too loud, but that was live, if in case was wondering. Always a treat to have him. So we are back, top 16.
Oh my goodness, it's about to happen. We see our players warming up on stage in front of us. Yeah, so much to talk about with these 4 players. And yeah, we have SV and Miles and Sidnev and Pixandy. So currently we got Sidnev up there. We can already see the differences in the grips. Like,
yep.
Sidnev has the foot grip, which is one of the more unusual grips, first developed by Tegamek, somebody also from Europe. So Sidnev representing sort of the top European talent over here on our stage to begin with, along with SV. And then Miles over here.
Right.
We just saw recently the Zach D Films professional animated adaptation of his TikToks. It's funny, you can see in the animation they did for that, you search on TikTok like rolling, the very first TikTok you see is Miles, and the way his body is positioned, his grip is exactly what they used to model.
So he was the model. Well,
he was the model. They even give the full scientific breakdown.
Miles the model now, no longer the great. Miles the model.
Miles the model. Yes. Yes.
Well, for all these years, we are the CTWC World Championship. And, we had Yanni back in the day being the first European to cross over to compete and be a top competitor. Then Corion was always going to be the person to usurp Jonas. It still hasn't happened, but maybe this is Sidnev's year finally. Maybe the trophy does cross the ocean back to Europe, and the road starts today, top 16. The chances are as good as anybody's, I believe.
Yeah, it's been really exciting to see. This has been, I believe, the most international CTWC in years. I can't remember the last time a French player made the bracket, if ever.
Right.
And Gunter showing again. I got to meet him this past year in CTWC DAS. He is the most prolific player in all of Europe.
Wow,
he goes to like almost every single event. He plays in every single one. He's one of those DAS players that if you only watch American events, you don't know about him, but he's very good.
Well, that's the few Americans go over to the European events. Few Europeans are coming over to the American events. We want to try to bridge that gap. It's difficult, it's expensive, I know, but if a European wins this title, I expect that connection to be a heck of a lot closer if that ever does. So we have our player profiles up on the stage. And I will take this a chance to remind you that you look at our Matcherino down at the bottom. We are currently at $6,151. If you type in ! Matcherino in the chat, we can bring up that link. All those contributions go to our players. And our goal is to get to 5 figures today. I think we can do it. We're well on our way. We much appreciate everybody's support. The players certainly appreciate it. It's not cheap to fly to LA and stay here for a weekend or longer.
Indeed. Yeah, I see a comment in the Twitch chat about my lack of a suit. I know all the other commentators today are showing me for me, it's because I got to do double duty as a cameraman. I'm bringing all my camera gear, and that's what takes up the space in my suitcase. But, I'm looking forward to seeing what we have here on stage. As people mentioning, we don't just have Sidnev representing Europe, we also have SV.
Yep, absolutely. And as I was about to make a joke about SV being on time, but not in the chair right now, so another SV delay. Oh, no.
I saw him at Starbucks like 45 minutes ago, so he's around.
All right.
I don't know where he is. Maybe somebody needs to go back to the green room and see if he's practicing
there is the legend of chair.
Yes.
Qualifying. If he left the Tetris game running, the demo plays and gets like level 1.
That's right. I remember the legendary chair qual in the online years.
Well, let me wave somebody down because I'm not going to put up with this to just sit here as a helpless commentator. Let's get this show running. So you vamp for a moment, and I will see what we can find here.
All right. Continue talking here. So, as we can see up here, we got Miles up here. His interests are Valorant and pickleball. Pickleball is fascinating. It's really one of the sports that has blown up in the past couple years. I wonder if we'll have a pickleball match between Tetris players. That might be less risky, honestly, than some of the sports these Tetris players play. They were doing a whole like football match earlier, like football, not American football, and that is dangerous. When I went over to CTWC DAS, and they were doing a street football match, Tetris Schnecke like tore his ACL.
Oh Jesus!
Like he was out for the weekend. So
there's SV. Let's go.
All right, we got SV and we got Andy. So I know a lot of these Tetris players are playing football because the European contingent is
right.
We got to play football before the match, but
got to bring it home.
I guess it's not as bad on the hands theoretically as other sports because only the keeper's using their hands, but it's still Tetris players doing traditional sports is always a hair-raising moment.
So if you're at home, I'm cracking open my beverage. Hope you heard that. That's your ASMR beverage opening. Cheers to everybody at home. We have our players finally getting warmed up. We're going to get started any moment now. While we're waiting, might as well do a little quick shout outs to some of our sponsors. Obviously the Tetris Company, 17 straight years. We are dropping this tournament with their blessing. Oh my goodness, SV is not quite wing fryer, but on stage when we need them.
And yes, our other sponsors, including Fandom Snacks with these wonderful Tetris gummies.
Oh my goodness, I haven't had any. I've got to eat some on camera.
Yeah, they actually have come in clutch, especially those sample packs when I need some energy to get through the day. And like, it is nice that they're actually like really good gummies because I've had bad gummies where they're like a little bit chewy. They don't have like good flavor. Like these are exactly what you want out of a gummy.
You got to be careful in California with the bad gummies. Just saying.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
But I mean, they've been a sponsor for a long time, and it's peculiar, but we love them, and they've been very helpful to us, and everybody loves eating them. So thank you very much to. We won't mention their former name, but they're now to Fandom Snacks, and you can get them on Amazon. They're very good. We mentioned Tetris Company and the SoCal Gaming Expo. I almost want to call them Retro Gaming Expo, but excellent show. Chris runs the show here, also runs the Retro World Expo out in Connecticut. I mean, super. They're so accommodating to us. They give us the stage. They give us the LED scoreboards. They allow us to come in on Friday before the show even starts. Like they're paying for that rent for everybody because they're not making money directly from us, but they're super accommodative and allow us to come in. So thanks again to the Expo. All right. Where are we here?
You know, I am stunned by a development. I have never seen this before on stage right now. Pixel Andy is not wearing a hat.
Oh my goodness.
He has always worn a hat for years and years and years. I cannot ever remember him seeing Combini without a hat. He's always got a hat.
Yeah.
And he even has his own perfectly branded hat that I'm wearing right now. Maybe that's a moment of solidarity for his brother because he's wearing his brother's merch right now, Classic Tetris Brawl.
Okay. All right.
So maybe they're mutually showing support each other.
I mean, they are on opposite sides of the stage, literally like back to back.
Yeah.
I wonder if they could feel each other. Is this reminiscent of their 2020 final when they were across the hall from one another?
Maybe, yeah. But this is maybe a new hatless era for Pixel Andy.
So if you're keeping score, 0 hats, 3 pairs of glasses. Oh man.
Yeah, and also surprisingly, all of these players are in their 20s.
Yeah, they're no longer teens.
Tetris teenagers is ending.
No.
All these players have grown up.
It is. I've watching them grow up. You're like the proud uncle.
Yeah.
Like my own kid is about the same age. It's 17 this year, so you see the process over. All right, we got thumbs up.
We got the thumbs up. I think we're finally ready. Shall we do it, Chris?
Maybe. Yes. Here we go, Scout.
Let's do it.
Count them down, baby.
In
3, 2,
1.
Tetris!
And we are off. All 4 players almost did the exact same. Do they have all the same seats?
No, it's slightly different.
Okay, that was like the first 2 same pieces. That was a funny coincidence.
Oh my goodness. Nice and flat early. And the endurance that these players are going to have to go through to get to the championship. They're going to have to win 12 games at the absolute highest level for all day, and fatigue might become a factor. The rolling style is grueling if you do it constantly throughout the day, so to pace themselves. So maybe we don't see the huge fireworks scores early on, but shall see how this pans out.
Oh, that's an enormous topic, especially with Pixel Andy here on stage. We know that he had to take almost an entire year off rolling because he was dealing with a hand injury.
Oh, dirty Tetris Miles to start off.
Dirty Tetris from Miles.
Is he speed running? Is he doing tree strats?
He's farming clips. But Andy came all the way back. He's doing the knuckle rolling technique. And this may be the next big thing, because we've been hearing players, if they're pushing themselves too hard, they do actually get tired out. Their hands do get tired out. We've been hearing some other players deal with that. So Pixel Andy has found a solution. So we might be seeing the boost of that. His technique is less strenuous than the traditional rolling technique.
Do we have a lifetime statistics? I'm sure a lot of these players have faced each other online. Do we have the lifetime records for these matchups?
We do, yes. So SV and Miles have faced each other 6 times. SV has by far the better record, leads 5-1 in their series. So Miles if he beats SV here, that is a big upset, at least as far as the previous.
But then look at the seeds, with the new scoring system.
Yes.
One thing about the seeds, that is indicative of how well players go into 29. It was just, the previous system was just simple max outs, didn't really test your 29 medal. Now, the new system really rewarded you for going beyond 1 million points, and it's evident in the seeding system. However, matchup based, SV obviously breaking chalk and getting into the round of 16 as a 25 seed.
Yeah, and Pixel Andy and Sidnev up at top, they have faced each other many, many times, especially in CTM Masters. They're both two of the most prolific players in that tournament, and they are almost even. Sidnev leads the overall series 8-6 out of 14 different
super
matches.
Close.
So yeah, they're just about even historically. And we'll take a look. Sidnev does have the more favorable seed.
Oh my God, look at those Tetris rates. 13. I'm going to go full James Chen. Oh, look at those Tetris rates.
Yeah, 92%.
So high.
Tetris rate from
Love
Sidnev.
James Chen. He'll be here later today. Do the demands in the top
SV
8.
dealing with some funky tucks. We'll see if he gets the line piece to resolve this cleanly. Oh no, 2 long bar dependencies. It's not happening. And he's just having to commit to the burns.
That's Fractal RNG getting the one right away.
And the board just keeps forcing him. Oh no. He manages to get the very dirty Tetris there. He'll be safe, but that was a perilous moment there.
So much going on. All the Matcherino contributions coming in, all the bits coming in, the subs coming in. Can't keep track of all of it. We will try to mention what we can, but
SV is actually kind of in trouble here. If he has another serious misdrop, he's trying to get out of this. He's had a couple unfortunate misdrops, maybe getting out of rhythm, but he's digging it down.
How is he only behind 4,000 points?
He had a really strong start. But yeah,
he's clear.
This has now allowed Miles to take the lead, but now Miles is burning and SV is retaking the lead. All these matches are very close. Andy did not get the right setup for that gap. Nice delayed skim there. Oh no, and SV's troubles have just continued. This is not a good board. Multiple long bar dependencies. Oh my gosh.
Oof.
Long bar dependency very high up and just not getting any
Oh
of
my
the right
goodness,
pieces.
come on.
SV on the verge of an early top out. He needs perfect pieces, and that is exactly the wrong piece.
The precision, that's going to do it.
And Miles needs a 2,000-point chase down. Now 380 points, just one more line.
There it is.
There it is. In the middle of a 30-piece drought. He might play this out just to see how long the drought lasts.
Well, that's, yeah.
Yeah, okay, it was a 38-piece drought.
So warm-ups are over. SV's going to clear his head, get back in it. But from a commentator's perspective, now we'll have separated starts, so now we can kind of keep the endings won't be at the same time, and we'll be able to maybe keep up a little bit better.
That's true. It was also always nice when one set is on 18 and the other one's on 19.
What is happening? Oh my goodness. A timeout from Alex.
Meanwhile, up top, Pixel Andy and Sidnev have separated quite a bit. Sidnev has a 4 Tetris lead now.
But look at that, 91% Tetris rate, virtually perfect. So pretty much
Oh, is it, the 700K transition is in play.
Yep.
If she gets these two, will she go for it? She has lines in hand. Oh, I think it's just going to just be short of 700K.
I mean, you don't need to reach for records when you're in this stage of the competition.
It is always fun when they get him, though,
For sure.
from the stats perspective.
But one more here is going to be a
There it is.
695.
That has got to be one of the highest transition scores we've ever seen in history for CTWC. And we will see if Sidnev can convert this, because the last thing you want to have happen is an amazing transition.
Pixel Andy's board. Okay. As soon as I mention it, cleans up the mess.
He's back down to safety.
But, you know, he's perfectly respectable high 500 transition.
Yeah.
And as we know, it's yes, you want to gain up your points here, but what it's going to come down to is level 29 play. So don't screw up 19.
Right.
Keep that momentum going, and then you have to really take your risks there. So having the lead helps, but
well, Sidnev's in the driver's seat, but she has to complete this game in order to cash in the sure win. And Andy still just trying to just be as efficient as he possibly can to get back in this game. He's maintained pace with Sidnev the last couple levels, but Sidnev, of course, is just continuing to plow through, hasn't had any big misdrops.
There's been no mistakes whatsoever. Game 2 starts at the bottom, but we are going to focus on the nice T-spin.
That was such a great adjustment, because it totally backfires if you don't hit that T-spin. You have to hit it.
You get 1/30th of a second at this speed to nail that.
Oh my gosh, Miles with that precarious stack. He can get something over to the left pretty easily here, but it was looking hairy for a moment.
How do you feel after like a giveaway win like that? Do you feel a little cheated? Do you feel too relaxed? Like you don't take pride in a win like that. You want to play your best to take a win. Obviously, you're not gonna like, oh bro, let's start over. You're gonna take the heart, but I wonder if there is a mentality where you might relax a little too much.
Yeah, I think from what I remember in comp,
1,000,000 points for Sidnev, by the way.
A feeling of relief, because the stakes are very high here. I think under normal circumstances you want to get to play a full match, but with the stakes this high, these players want to be in the top 8.
Yep.
They want to be in the money matches. They want to keep going far, so they'll take any win they can get.
I mean, like I said, you got to get 12 hearts to win this whole thing, and that's 8%.
And Pixelani, unfortunately, has just fallen further and further behind, now over 200,000 points behind. Sidnev, incredible game here. We will see what kind of score she can get into 29. And a misdrop.
A little shake of it. Okay.
Again, she's ahead 8 Tetrises, so this is no sweat for her as long as she can just get a safe board into 29. But she would love to just get this cleaned up, and clean up she has. Now in Tetris-ready position again. SV with the Vits. And he's in the lead here in game number 2. And gonna get the Vits.
Pixelani's probably gonna play one off the bottom, but I don't know if players really like to do that at 29. So there's a decision as to maximize points here in 28 or get into better board health for 29.
And you can see it. He's shaking his head.
He's going
to take one more Tetris.
Okay, there it is.
That was actually perfect.
Into 29.
Now he's probably going to burn down or not.
Column 9 Tetris well. That does negate the row height slightly.
Yeah, but it's not working out.
It's very non-efficient.
Oh, and now Sidnev's in a little bit of trouble. Sidnev does get the line piece over to get the stack bout down to safety.
But still a 6 Tetris lead, so Pixel Andy needs to score Tetrises at this speed.
And he needs Sidnev to top out. But now all Sidnev needs to do is just sort of play this as safely as she can, just put as many points on the board to make it impossible for Pixel Andy to catch up. Andy knows the situation. He's going pedal to the metal. He's going all in on this Tetris.
He's going to have to sell it. He's going to top. Oh,
it's still possible.
It's open. He gets it.
He's still alive.
Barely. Still 6 behind.
Yeah, and he's in no position to score Tetrises right now. And this is going to allow Sidnev to continue to build up the lead.
Yeah, she's going to score here. Bangs one down, up by 7.
Oh my gosh, and Andy misses the S-spin.
We do have a level 39 cap.
Andy's doing everything he can, showing that knuckle rolling is good. And
selling out her board. Okay, 1.39. That is doable with 50 lines to go, but Pixel Andy's got to clean.
Andy is in no position to score Tetrises right now. He is going to need to get this clean as soon as he possibly can, because there are still so much. He still needs 5 Tetrises.
It's good. It's getting down. 2 more burn shelves.
All right, he's
back
got
to the bottom.
He's got 3 levels to do this.
33 lines to go.
Oh no, and another misdrop. That's
the
gonna be
5
tough.
tap left is the hardest move in the game.
He doesn't have time to keep burning like this. He's got it clean, but he's going to have to go aggressive now.
He needs 4 Tetrises and center
He's
well.
set up for it.
There's 1.
He needs 4 more.
He's
4
ready
more
for 2.
Tetrises.
He's set. Oh, and he
no.
hangs. He's getting drowned at the worst possible time. He gets him, but now he's got to cleanup mode. He only has 18 lines to go.
Yeah, he's just running out of time, and that's going to be it.
Sidnev. But you see, even if you have the amazing 18 game, she only got to 1.3. We've been seeing 1.7s and 1.8s, and it's possible to come back from that.
It is. Pixel Andy, it was still possible for him. There was enough points available. And I'll say, Chris, this is the toughest booth, I think, in the whole arena.
We don't hear ourselves. I don't hear you. I got King in my ear, but I freaking love it.
Yeah. There's more Tetris than we can handle.
For sure. But game 2 has started at the bottom again. And this is nice. They're about to transition. 20 lines to go. Is there a volume on this thing? I can hear myself, and it's bugging me.
So now SV is trying to even this up after that early top out. He's off to a great start. 600K is on the table here for this transition. Miles is struggling. He is now finally clean and can get a dirty Tetris. But SV just pouring it on with a 3.5 Tetris lead. He's in a strong position to take game 2 if he can close this out. Just wants to not have any big misdrops. Gets the perfect T-piece there. 4 left. Oh, this board is actually not so
I do not like this tower.
Yeah, he'll get it clean.
I mean,
and he gambles on getting an a L piece and instead gets the J. So now he has to do a bunch more burning.
Oh, passed up the...
Oh, no. He needs a long bar now, or this could be it.
He got the dirty Tetris, but this is the sloppiest 500,000 point transition I've ever seen.
And everything is falling apart for SV all of a sudden.
Oh, man.
I wonder if maybe he's dealing with some controller or grip issues. He's shaking his head. He was in such a strong position this game, and now he's just fighting to survive.
Abaro, our referee in the camera.
And SV is going for this crazy Tetris. He bails on it just 1 piece too late.
But he's still ahead by 3 Tetrises. I mean, obviously, if he tops out now.
But he's stuck in dig mode. This is Miles' turn to catch up.
He's got to.
And there's another Tetris for Miles, now only 67,000 points behind. Shout out to Gen Alpha.
All right, well, we're back to 1 Tetris difference. And with this next line piece, Miles ties it up. And SV is Tetris ready again. Knocks it down, but he still has a little bit of trash on row 1. So we got a close one, Scout.
Absolutely, Chris. It is now neck and neck after SV was leading this whole game. He is now behind. But it's, of course, anybody's game. If SV can just hang in here, he does not want to go down 0-2.
No.
A reverse sweep is a tough hill to climb, especially against an opponent like Miles. Well, Miles, you know, he would love this. He's got the big TikTok channel. Any big highlight moments he can, he knows it'll be great content.
It could be a new model for for how to win.
I just, you know, it's unmatched aura if he can actually make the top 4 or finals or something for his TikTok page. But SV also doing it, the last representative of a very strong England field this year for the UK. There were a lot of close calls yesterday. Evesy almost pulling off the upset against Tristop and Floxe, almost beating, I think it was Cole. Yeah, so close. So SV doing his best to bring it home for the UK.
I mean, speaking of the UK, before we hit 29, the DAS World Cup will be in the UK this summer.
That's right.
They're going to have the double bill of the CTWC UK, then the DAS World Cup in the same week. I don't have the exact dates on me, but it is coming up. Somebody in chat will probably put the details out for us. But here we go, level 29, one Tetris difference. This is the race scout. It gave a chicken. Well, of course, SV needs the Tetris it down a bit.
Oh no, and a misdrop right before transition to 29. He's fortunate to get that Tetris. It allows him some wiggle room to clean this up, but he does need another long bar.
Million points for our players.
Miles now behind, takes the lead with the Tetris. He would love to go up 2-0 and be in a comfortable position going into games 3 and potentially 4.
What I love about this, it's so fast, but then it goes back to Tetris basics. Like when you first pick up the game, you keep the board low, you score your Tetrises when you can.
Yeah,
like that's how my mom would have learned. That's how I learned the game in 1989. Like this, it goes. You have to go back to basics to score. Oh, hangs the L for Miles.
Tells you the Tetris to get out of
He's behind by half Tetris.
Yeah, so rollers do pretty much play level 29 how DAS players play 19. You got to play safe. You can't stack up too high, and SV is in huge trouble. Needs something for the left. There it is. He needs another piece. He's not getting it. Oh no.
He's going to hang it.
And this is a chase down situation for Miles. He needs 0.09 Tetrises. Just a couple more lines.
And there it is. 2-0 Miles.
Miles is up 2-0.
Thank you, Miss Puppy. July 30th through August 2nd for UK and DAS.
And now our attention turns back up to Pixel Andy and Sidnev. Now, one incredible thing about both these two players, they have both been to the finals of CTWC. Neither one of them has won. They have come so close.
Oh, my goodness.
Both of them have been in deciders in the finals. They have both come one game away from getting that gold trophy. You know both of them would love to finally have an opportunity to do it.
But again, Sidnev, 85% Tetris rate at level 18, just as efficient can be. And one quick shout out before we hit transition here at the top. Shout out to Eureka, makers of Tetris Grandmaster 4. We had our championship on Friday night, which Green Tea took home the title 2 times in a row now. And if you're familiar with the legendary TGM series, you kind of that mysterious Japanese arcade game with the invisible Tetris and the crazy rule sets. It came to Steam last year, and I'm happy to say this year it's come to the Nintendo Switch. For just $25, you pick it up today on the world's most popular console platform. I have it on my Switch Lite here. It plays great, even on the Switch Lite. Amazing game. If you've ever had any curiosity about TGM, pick it up this week. It's an amazing game, and they really support us hard this year with some good sponsorship money. So thanks again to Eureka for your help with CTWC.
Yeah, 100%. And the best part about it is, again, it contributed to that international aspect. We had so many Japanese players this year. Green Tea winning the silver, and for the first time in years, a Japanese player in gold.
Oh, my goodness. I didn't get to see much of the gold because I was over in bronze running that stream all day, so I was not aware of that. That's awesome.
Yeah, Suki just managed to make it
baby.
in.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Sidnev in strong position to take a 2-game lead here, has a massive lead just like in game 1. But again, as we saw, if she tops out early, Andy has plenty of runway to come back. So it is not over by any means. Andy knows what he's got to do. Just play as good as he can, play his own game, and wait for Sidnev to make a mistake and pounce.
Just big deep breath here. I mean, this 19 needs to almost relax for these guys. What an honor just to be announcing any of the top 16 here with Scout. I was here with Ben Mullen last year. I just means so much.
For sure, it's an honor, especially given the talent we're seeing here. Pixel Andy and Sidnev barreling towards 29 here. Sidnev on the verge of a level 24 max out.
Wow.
That again it's unheard of back in the days when I first got into the game, getting a max out on level 24.
You know, Joseph Saley couldn't be here this weekend because of a family emergency, but it was only 7 short years ago that the first ever live million-point game happened, and everybody absolutely lost their mind. And now it's just as common as getting in a car and putting on a seatbelt. 1,000,000 points for Sidnev.
Max out into level 25.
My goodness.
Yeah, back in the day, before we ever had Josh Tolles' Game Genie code, we used to measure best Tetris players by Kataru's earliest max out leaderboard on
Right.
Tetris Concept.
Right. I mean, that we could imagine what our scene would have been had we decided to base winning on how early you got the max out. Sidnev obviously would have taken the crown then, but going beyond 1 million points is really what propelled this game in the past 7 years with the rolling technique.
Yeah, Noah Dengler was 10 years too late.
9. So Andy about to hit 1 million points too. Not a slouch game at all with 71% Tetris rate, but again, Sidnev is just on fire.
Yeah, maxed out for Andy. Again, he's just hoping Sidnev runs into some trouble on 29 and that he can have some runway to come back. Sidnev.
But I don't like the height of this board scout.
Oh yeah, Sidnev.
I mean,
She's
building
cashing
left
in every Tetris.
Building left is crucial because you're not going to build left after transition.
Yeah, and she's got one more line to go and looks like she's going to take it into 29.
Takes
Just
the
going to take the safe triple.
Yep. You're ahead by that much.
Yep, she does not want to take any major risks here.
And
There's
Andy,
no point.
Going into 29 with this next line clear, is going to be behind 200,000 points. But Sidnev,
oh, this is a
I
little
like
risky.
the column 4, knocks it down.
Out.
Obviously, I mean, the center wheel strats seem to really be a little bit more in play at 29 speeds. You don't have to rely on the 4 tap or the 5 tap left.
That's right. Alex T, the 2-time world champion, he primarily relies on a center well past 29 for that reason. And Pixel Andy, he's the one who has to take risks now. This is where you might see a Tetris player take risks they might normally not take because they know the situation. Andy needs Tetrises now. He's set up for another one. Where's the long bar?
Got it.
Yeah, that was an aggressive move right there,
And
setting the
Sidnev
L piece up vertically.
Has 2 Minos of gap at the bottom 2 rows. She is not going to set up Tetris wells, but she's going to solve it like that. I mean, as soon as I mention it, it's gone. 1 Mino short gets in its scoring position.
Another Tetris for Andy. Now down less than 200,000.
Well,
but Sidnev's going to take it right back.
1.5. Rollover imminent.
Again, this is such a good game from Pixel Andy, but Sidnev is just on another level right now. Andy set up for another Tetris. Makes a misdrop. It's all or nothing here. He's going all in on the Tetris.
Line. Oh, no!
And that's going to be it.
Sidnev's up 2-0.
And Sidnev at a 1.6 on level 25.
Uh-oh.
This could be a historic score.
Flex. This is flex time.
All right, and Sidnev's going to go all out.
Oh,
and it's
come on, line.
All right. So Sidnev's going to do as much as she can, but might not be able to get a historic score here, given the board states. She's going to go for an elevated Tetris.
No. Oh, my goodness, Sidnev.
She's going to keep going. She can possibly get the board clean here. And
no, whatever. 1.7. Casual.
1.7.
Cash 1.7.
Before we
and look, transition at the bottom. See, I love this pong back and forth. We got the fun part. It's a Ramones concert. Just 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go.
It is fun. In this brief window before we have 29 play, I'm going to go get a round of photos of these players. I'm the sole photographer on duty this weekend.
Go for it. I'll go solo. Hi, chat. $100 contribution. Thank you, Big Mock. SV back in the groove finally, ahead by a Tetris. Getting his kinks out of his neck. Standing up the tee, but I'm guessing there's a fun little... All right. We'll get this clean. You got to wonder if SV might have had a little too much fun last night, but he's a pro. I suspect he can get back in the groove. He does have the 1 Tetris lead midway through the 19 speed. We start game 3 up top. 1 press down point for Sidnev. Much appreciated as a tournament organizer. If there ever is a tie, bad things will happen to my heart. But Miles closing up that gap now. Nice tight game. Similar Tetris rates. Focusing on the bottom here. SV into a little bit of a dig mode. Oh my goodness. Rollers can handle this, but this is just when at the top level, top 16 play, that's just openings for your opponent. Survival's not enough. You got to excel.
So I just got back and now I'm seeing SV's board is looking holier than that service that Blue Scooty's documentary was released on.
Oh no. Woo. Only $6 a month extra. All right, so one Tetris lead for Miles. Nice spin. But 29 transition coming up. Both players, again, you're jockeying for position. Almost an Indy 500 situation where maybe you are slightly behind and make your opponent feel too comfortable. You get a little drafting, you know.
So Sidna, or SV, with his tournament life on the line.
1 million points for SV. 1 million points for Miles.
I believe this is also his country's life on the line here in the CTWC. I know there's a huge England contingent here. And of course, we appreciate the UK for doing everything they can for the scene, one of the biggest regionals every year. And SV doing it for his country, doing it for his bracket path here. And Miles.
God save the king. Great moves there. Nice.
SV taking the lead here, playing his heart out.
Oh, man.
Not going out swinging, and Miles is in
Miles
trouble.
in trouble.
He gets out of it.
He's going to get out of it, but he's going to fall further behind.
Yep, known for those Miles digs, farming those clips.
I love the column 8. Okay, doesn't decide to build it out.
So now
it's a comfort level. It's got to be.
Question here is, do you go aggressive or do you play safe? Do you try and
You're jockeying for position. Maybe if you go too aggressive and top out, then it's an easy finish.
Yeah, it's kind of picking and choosing your spots. If you go aggressive, it forces your opponent to go aggressive. And SV is trying to get a commanding lead here, up to 130,000 points. So now Miles has the pressure on him. But he does have more lines in hand here. SV is ahead in levels, so Miles will have that runway at the very end of the game.
SV looking
going
to
aggressive.
Stay alive.
Even if he goes out here, he can rest easy knowing he did everything he could.
Knocks out Tetris. Miles within 1.
But he would love to stay alive here.
Increase. We're at about 40,000 per Tetris.
SV has been on fire these last couple levels. Another Tetris, simul Tetris. SV only has a 1.5 Tetris lead.
A 15-line advantage, though, for Miles.
Yeah, Miles has... SV needs every last
Two
Tetris
levels.
here. Miles has too much runway to catch up if SV gives away the game now. Nice tuck for SV, and Miles is in trouble. Goes for it. Elevated Tetris, gets it. And another one for
open.
Miles.
SV
Miles
covers
going
as well.
for the dagger. This could be it. SV gets the skim. Where's the long bar?
Can he get it? He cannot. 1.46.
So Miles needs a Tetris and change.
He
He's got 2 levels
lines.
to do it. It's not over till it's over. Miles needs 1 more Tetris and change, and there's the Tetris. Only a few more lines.
There it is. Miles has swept SV to advance to the top 8.
Moving on to the top 8 is Miles. And gonna finish this off in style. Can get 1 more Tetris before this super kill screen. We'll see if he goes for something extra. He could go for 2.
Do it for the clicks.
Oh, he's going to go for
39.
level 40. He can't quite get it.
Oh, wow.
But what a game from Miles. What a match.
The camaraderie, the bro hugs. SV wearing a Dodgers hat. Little solidarity. Did you give that to him?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I appreciate that. I think he's doing what he can to fit in around here. I was asking the UK team, if I go to CTUK this year, should I wear, because it's hosted in Manchester, should I wear a Manchester United jersey?
Oh.
And then they were telling me, oh, you should wear a Liverpool one. Now I think they're trying to troll me.
I don't know enough. I mean, I obviously know Manchester is the Yankees of...
They're the Yankees, yes.
Yeah, yes. Of Premier League.
And Liverpool is a rival, yeah.
So I think our producer will switch us over to a 2-player scene. Whoosh. Fix up our cameras.
There we go.
Sidnev looking a little emo with a little slightly out of focus, but, you know, I like it.
Yeah.
She fits the profile. Don't wear a footy jersey, as they're selling you in chat.
Our players are locked in. They are more focused than the cameras. Oh, now the cameras are in focus. And here we go. Andy's tournament life is on the line here. Doing it for the knucklers out there. Tim Wakefield would be proud.
Oh, man. This has been the story of all three of these games, Scout. Just Sidnev is just these crazy efficient games at level 18, 19 speed. Love it.
You gotta love the energy of the crowd here. I'm gonna be right back to get some photos.
All right. This room is exploding. And, you know, kudos to the current players not moving a muscle, looking what's going on. Well, Pixel just took a look. 4 Tetris lead for Sidnev into 24. Dirty Tetris, one off the bottom for Pixel. Andy decides to play it safe to get back. Behind by 4 Tetris is again, just the consistency of Sidnev has been a sight to behold. And we do not do spoilers here on commentary on the other channel, so you can talk about it in chat, that's cool. But just have both channels open and you won't miss anything. But Sidnev with 1,000,000 points again.
Yeah, we will see if we can have a historic match of our own over here on CT2. CT2! CT2!
Lapis with the $50 contribution to Matcherino. Thank you very much.
And Pixel Andy, we will see if the hatless Strats, his glorious head of hair, and also Sidnev too. This is the Samson matchup. The battle of the hair.
All right, and it's 1.2 transition, Scout.
Oh, you can see the grimace from Andy shaking his head. He's like, what do I have to do?
Sidnev's board is not in a scoring position. Andy's got some work. Going left, well, Sidnev gets the 5-tap.
Andy's like, what do I got to do here to beat a player like this?
Why not call him 2 Tetris? Let's just go let's do Tetris bingo. Just get one in every column. Why not?
Oh
Sidnev just dancing around the board like Quaid.
And Andy is going all out. This could be the last game of his tournament run here. He wants to leave everything out on the field. And he's getting the pieces. Set it for a Tetris. Where's the Tetris? There it is. Down just 3 Tetrises now. Sidnev wants to pour it on.
Had to waste a line and put it in column 9. That might be a factor. Nope, gets another 5-tap.
Oh my gosh, gets the crucial 5-tap there. And Andy just trying to do everything he can. Oh no, and a bad misdrop.
He's starting to narrow it, but man.
He needs the right pieces here. He's not quite getting them. Okay, he's going to get some burns here. Needs something for the left. Perfect L piece.
Perfect square.
But again, all this time, he's not able to score Tetrises. It's just allowing Sidnev to run out the clock here.
Up by 5 Tetrises now.
And Andy, again, not in position to score. He's going to survive another day.
Sidnev just knocking him down with ease.
And you can see
Set
Andy,
him up, knock him down. Set him up, knock him down.
Andy screen looking, just hoping that Sidnev will make a mistake to top out. But, oh no. And there's a misdrop for Andy. He's going to get a Tetris, but it's going to be a Pyrrhic victory as his board falls into disarray. Sidnev with a crucial misdrop.
Finally makes a hang after 7 levels of 29 speed.
And Sidnev is in trouble. This will be Andy's opening if his board wasn't also in a crucial spot.
6 Tetrises and 30 lines. I just don't see it.
Andy knows the situation. He's doing everything he can. I mean, even if he was Tetris ready, this is a 33-piece drought. He's setting up for a dirty Tetris.
Got to. There's one.
And he gets the square at the wrong time. There's just nothing he can do. He's going to do everything. This is a 1.4. This is a great game.
Yeah, we got a rollover for Sidnev and another dirty Tetris.
1.679.
And setting up center wells to go into 39 maybe?
Andy trying to get a last Tetris here. Gets one more.
Sidnev
going for
trolling
stuff
us
on the super
39.
kill screen. Can we see
There
a level
she goes.
40? Where's
Oh!
And Sidnev sweeps her way into the top 8 with an incredible performance. 2 1.7s. Making a statement.
If you're going to make a statement, round of 16 is the place to do it.
Europe is in the top 8, Chris.
Again, I mean, the return of Sidnev. I mean, it's all the storyline is dog gonna three-peat. Is Scooty gonna finally come back? No, Sidnev's kind of the dark horse here. Like not in gameplay, but just in hype and storyline. Like
absolutely
not a lot of talk about her, but from watching that, you got to believe she's got a good chance to take the title.
I got to say, Andy played phenomenally. That is one of the strongest performances I have ever seen in a sweep from the loser in the World Championships.
Like when all the games got deep into 29, lots of Tetris being scored, but you're just dealing with one of the world's best players handling 29 like I handle 9.
Yeah, and we can see Miles and his girlfriend there in the background, the celebration between the two. His girlfriend's been incredibly supportive with his TikTok content recently. Nice. They've been able to do so much together, and you gotta love it, being able to put on a show the first time you come out as a couple to one of these things.
Well, you see our Matcherino down there in the, let me see if I can, there, see down there under Scout, $6,800. I'm gonna go on there with my phone right here, and I'm gonna make a quick contribution because it's pretty freaking easy. If you follow the link in the chat, you click the contribute button, you put in your amount. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to click continue, and it's going to blah, blah, blah. I'm going to put in my passwords and stuff, and then what's going to happen is it'll add to this, it'll add to the total down there, and it will show up on the screen. You can look at yourself and say, hey, I contributed. Hey, look at that. There I am. $100 contribution, $69.25. So
amazing.
That's as easy as it is. And you don't even need like your own login. You just use your existing social media login, your Discord, your Twitch, your Google, your Gmail, that whatever it is. You don't need a extra login. You just use your existing social media, Facebook, or to log in and make a contribution.
Yeah, and we actually got to meet the CEO of Matcherino.
Oh, wow.
He was here yesterday.
Oh, wow. Like, I know we've been really relying on, our players certainly have been relying on Matcherino heavily to sponsor their travels and whatnot. So, and you guys watching at home, thank you for your contributions.
Yes.
To the Matcherino.
They do mean a lot to the players. I talked with Meme extensively at Toronto this year, which was her first international regional. She, I know, is one of the most popular players that everybody's been enjoying all the finals that she's appeared in on the CTWC regionals uploaded recently. She funds her way to these events by making the semis or finals. She's like, that's my goal. If I get there, I can at least break even or profit a little bit off of the investment to go out.
And I think Scooty, all the money Scooty's won is like put away for college.
Yes, that's
so
too. Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing. You like seeing, I call them kids, but they're all grown-ups now, but you know, even the kids amongst them, it's so nice that they can, you know, at least break even or like get a little something for their efforts.
They're all growing up. Yeah, it is funny to realize, like, in Ecstasy of Order,
$1,000 prize pool.
$1,000 prize pool, but also, like, when I think of ages, like, some of those players were in their 20s. Like, Kataru was early 20s. I think it was
Kataru
19,
was the kid,
19. And then Quaid was like 19. Harry was in his mid-20s.
Yep.
And now a lot of our top players are now Harry's age that he was in that first documentary. When I was interviewing Zro yesterday, he was smack talking Gen Z. He was like, those are the old folks now. He's like, I think I can win in the future because they're going to be like those old grandpas having their wrist issues and their hand pains and this stuff. And I'm fresh. You know, I'm 10 years old. I got several years of runway with my hands.
Literal runway. He's like running circles and doing laps around the entire building when he's not playing.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I played tag with him for a round yesterday to help him cheer up after the dog loss. And it did make me feel like a kid again, and then an adult as I was.
That
eating
10-year-old
afterwards.
energy is infectious, and my joints hurt thinking about doing that sort of thing anymore. But love that kid, and he's potential future champion here in future years. He keeps getting better and better.
His goal is to be the world's youngest winner of the CTWC trophy. He's got two more years to do it.
So it'll certainly happen. And we just hit $7,000.
Thank you so much, Sam Baskin. We really appreciate the $50 contribution.
Let's talk about, we already talked about Eureka. Let's talk about the other modern Tetris platform, Enhance.
Oh my gosh.
Tetris Effect has been around for 8 years now. Can you imagine any modern video game at all being relevant for 8 straight years?
I mean, it would only make sense that it's based off of the iconic game that's been relevant for 40 straight years.
Right.
Tetris.
Right. But, in terms of all the Tetris flavors out there, Tetris Effect is the best single-player Tetris experience out there. The music, the getting into the Zen mode, it's the best. Like you get, I even bought a VR helmet to play that game, but with or without a VR helmet, the experience of playing that is just so relaxing. It's so fun. And then the competitive mode, you got the classic mode that emulates NES Tetris. You got some of the crazier rule sets. It's still got a big following. It's still the best-selling game for Enhance. And they have other games as well, like Lumines and Humanity and other games. But they are still sponsoring us after 8 straight years, and we very much appreciate the sponsorship. So shout out to Enhance. If you, it's on all the modern platforms, Switch, Xbox, PlayStation, Steam platforms, that kind of thing. So pick up the game today if you haven't. It's probably the best one out there.
Yeah, shout out to Salty Seaman who had a little donation of $20 there earlier. But yes, I agree. The Enhance, you can see the passion they have. They came out here in person to CTWC. They hired Green Tea,
Yep, they hired
one
Green
of our
Tea.
own players, to make the CTWC inspired mode. So if you're at home, you're wondering, how can I play something that's like this? They replicated the exact format of CTWC in the game itself. Unique for a modern Tetris platform at the time.
Right. If you don't want to buy a Nintendo, if you don't want to go through the whole CRT and
dip
stuff,
your toes in the water first.
You spend the money on one game on a modern platform and you get your feet wet, and then maybe you make the investment and make the step up or not. But shout out to Enhance for that. And what else we got here? Family Wiki. You know Brendan?
Oh my gosh, yes. Brendan is wonderful.
Brendan's the best. Him and his dad, huge game collectors. But Brendan was buying, buying all these Famicom carts. You go to these conventions like this, you see these little cartridges. And there's not really an online source to figure out what these are in English. You can find plenty of Japanese sources, but what good is that? So Brendan took upon himself to create a database to look up and give you information on all the Famicom games out there, several thousand Famicom games. And famywiki.net or .com. Yep, stuff going on CT1. But check them out. Huge sponsors of CTWC. Shout out to Brendan. Thanks, you guys, for your sponsorship. So we're supposed to be going right into our next set of matches, but I'm not a director, so
we got one player waiting.
We got one player.
Shout out to Toogie for being one player on time.
Toogie's on time. Toogie rocks. Toogie rocks. Toogie rocks. We need our players on stage. We were supposed to go.
This is so difficult for and that key is
okay, do an ad break.
On the left side.
All right, so we're going to do an ad break, and then we're going to bring our players up and have more of the top 16 coming up in a moment.
All right, we'll see you soon.
And Miles at F86.
Now within 3K, it's 1.183, and Miles
there it is.
So my mindset going into CTWC was I basically just wanted to do as well as I did the year before. I got top 8 the previous year, so I kind of wanted to do that again or do better. Pretty stressful having to play for 2 hours straight and focus on max outs, but I did well. And then I played Aaron in the first round. I wasn't really as worried because Aaron was a tapper, but he still did push me with some of the games. And then I played Cole, and that was probably the most stressful match I've had in CTWC because Cole went up 2-0 0 on me. And I honestly thought I was going to lose that match. It's kind of difficult to come back in a reverse sweep, but I honestly feel like Cole kind of gave me that win. Like, I don't think I played exceptional to win it. I think Cole kind of let that one slip, and I was very, very lucky that that happened. I think he's improved a lot. So I got very lucky to make it to the top 8 again. And then I played Meme, and that was a pretty good match for me, I would say. I think I was pretty proud of how I played, but Meme played a little better and made it to the finals. So good on her. I played decent. I probably could have played better. And this year's going to be a lot different as well. I don't really know what to expect, but I'm going to try and qualify as well as possible. I think that's where it all starts. Getting a good seed really does set you up for good tournament success, I've found when I played. I haven't played a CTWC regional with this. I've used this format before, and I've actually done pretty well in this format. And I honestly think it takes away a little bit of stress from me personally, because I'm not really shooting for a specific goal. I'm kind of just shooting for play as well as possible. And so, like, sometimes, you know, when you're focusing on maxes, you can kind of get stressed out as you get close to maxes. You're trying to really lock in. But with this format, it's like, okay, I got a max, that's fine. Or, you know, you can get a 1.6, and that's a lot of points. I honestly used to play in like every single tournament possible. I think at one point I had played the most CTL games out of anybody, and I kind of just got burned out playing CTL every single season. I made it to the finals multiple times. I've made it to playoffs a lot, and it was kind of a lot playing a couple matches a week, especially when I feel like Tetris kind of took a little bit of a back burner this year for me, trying to focus on my last year of school and stuff like that. So I just wanted to take a little break and just kind of enjoy life a little bit. I feel like I need to just practice getting higher scores. Like, I feel like I practiced consistency for a long time, but now I need to also practice getting high scores as well. It's not enough to just be consistent and hope your opponent tops out. If you're playing a really good player, like a top 5 player, they probably are going to make level 39. And if they make level 39, it's not going to be with a low score. I shouldn't try to think, okay, a 1.3 is a good score. I should try to readjust my thinking a little bit, where I should be aiming for these higher scores, I guess. The biggest thing is probably there's going to be ups and downs. I see a lot of new players. They start to peak really high, and then maybe you fall off for a little bit. You're not at your peak, and that can be really discouraging. It's a very normal thing to go through. I personally have gone through it. A lot of other top players has gone through it. I think just having the resiliency to know that one tournament doesn't define you, one match doesn't define you, and if you're in these high stakes matches, you're there for a reason, because you're a good player. I guess late in 2025, I think I kind of like was playing worse. I think it was because I hadn't been practicing Tetris as much. I was focused on other things. Recently, I feel like in these last few months, really started practicing more, and I think I've kind of started ramping up my gameplay more headed towards CTWC, because I don't want to fall off. I want to still prove to people that I'm a good player, because, you know, some people, you have these other players that have played for a while, and it's like, are they good? I don't know. You kind of like forget how these players play, and maybe they've been around for so long. So I just kind of want to prove to people that I'm still good and I can still compete with people. I want to show the world that I'm still one of the top players in the world. I think I placed 5th or 6th place last year. I want to try to do that again. And of course, I want to try to get higher than top 8 as well. That takes a lot of effort now, because there's a lot of really good players that kind of dominate the top of the scene. In order to do that, I really have to take it to another level. It's going to take a lot of effort. I've been playing Tetris for a long time. I think about 7 years now. I saw Joseph playing. It seemed like a cool game. I'd played Tetris before, but the main thing that pulled me toward it was the live aspect of CTWC. And then I found a community of people that also liked playing Tetris, and it became a place to meet friends, to have fun, just doing whatever. And so it's not just a game. Like, even though I haven't been playing as much Tetris this year, I've still talked to a lot of people that I've met from Tetris. So it's a game that I love to compete. I still want to be the best Tetris player in the world, but I also still want to have fun with friends that I met through Tetris.
My first match with knuckling IRL ever was against Winter. So like I went down the first game, and I was honestly, I didn't even really know at that point. Like, I just didn't even know if knuckling was even like possible in live events. Game 4 and game 5, I won both of them. So I really only lost like one game, so it's like not really that bad. It was like the main proving ground that knuckling could actually like do something, and I was able to make top 16 at CTWC. So like that's honestly pretty good for a new play style. So usually rolling is like, you know, you do like this with your hands or whatever, like on the controller. But knuckling, instead of using the pads of your fingers here. You use your knuckles, which is obviously harder to control because like, I don't know, you can just see it. They're like very close together as opposed to fingers. You can do this, but with full mastery of knuckling, I think you can very consistently hit fast taps in quick succession. Genesis was interesting because I think that was kind of a point where like I didn't feel too good with my knuckling. Like I wasn't in like a peak condition. So I 3-0'd Kirby. That was good. That was good. That was like I had pretty good pace every single game. And then 0-3 against Dog, that was honestly a decent game. I got like a 1.59, almost 1.6 against Dog in game 1. That was a standout moment for me, getting that 1.59. And then the rest of the games, he kind of just played better than me. And then against Dangler, that was honestly a good match too. But there's one game he had like 1.4 into kill screen pace, like level 26. He was like 1.25 at level 26. I was able to chase that down, I think over 200k, maybe 300k point chase down, and I barely squeaked it out at the end. I almost choked that away, but luckily I was able to squeak out that win and go up 2-1. I think I lost another game, and then the last game I was just ahead in the kill screen and he topped out. So I think qualifying for it is a bit different because I also experienced that at Genesis as well. That was the only time I've qualified with the war system live. I think that it tests something different for sure. And it tests something more. It's not just different, it tests it more. Like it's definitely harder to get like a really high seed. It's definitely harder to think exactly. It's harder to think on the kill screen for sure whenever you know that there are like point barriers you need to get. Just how like so many people choke max outs in prior CTWCs. They're going to be choking 100k barriers at this CTWC in the qualifying system, which I think is really cool though. I think that's like a very interesting like new concept that gets introduced with the Wars point system. I don't know if I'm necessarily trying to prove anything anymore. I want to have a good event, you know? I think there have been like standout events in the past few years in CTWC, and there have been some ones that haven't been as good. I just want to have like a really good event. I think if I play well, that will definitely make the event more hype, just so that there aren't like 3 people who can win the event. So if I play really good, I think I can add a lot of hype to the event. So, you know, if I can do that, then that's what I want to do. So I would say that's like my goal. Like I've played Tetris for about, this will be my 7th CTWC, so definitely more than 7 years actually. Wow, that is crazy. Okay, so yeah, it's been a very long time that I've been playing CTWC. I've definitely made like a lot of friends from CTWC, from just like the Tetris community in general, especially the online community as well. And I mean, just being able to go out to these events, whether it be here in the US, even going to Germany, stuff like that. I mean, it's just crazy experiences, opportunities that you can get with Tetris. I don't know. There's just been so many like cool stuff that I've been able to like experience, or I've been able to get from Tetris. I mean, that's kind of what it is at the end of the day. It's just like it opens so many doors, and I don't know, you kind of see the world differently whenever you're, I don't know, it kind of opens it up, just being able to like travel everywhere and have this competition experience. And it's kind of hard to put into words, but like once you experience it, you'll know. I don't know, man. Like there's definitely a chance that I can pull something off crazy, so we'll see.
So my only other CTWC was in 2024 when I went out in the first round to Rhubarb. So I had never made it to a CTWC top 16 before. So obviously going into it, I was very nervous. But then obviously I had some issues. DMJ had some bigger issues. That's when I first started to feel like, okay, this is just any other match that I'd have with DMJ. And then game 3, I really turned it on, but I died early on like 35 or something. And I was just looking over like, please don't chase this down. I don't want to play game 4. I just lost all my momentum, but he wound up falling short by 1 Tetris, and I was able to win that set 3-0. At that point, I've played Scooty like 4 or 5 times, and I lost every single one because, of course, it's Blue Scooty. But going into that one, it started way different than any other one of my previous matches with Scooty, as I actually took game 1 after Scooty had some issues on 29. And then during game 2, I saw Scooty like right to the side of me, visibly shaking, and I'm like, wait, I've actually got him like kind of tilted. If I can have a good game 2, I might be able to win this actually. But then 28 hit, and the game decided to give me horrible RNG, and I probably didn't make the right placements. And I wound up giving that game to Scooty, and Scooty was able to capitalize off of that and win 3-1. I think my controller just like randomly just decided to hit the end of its life because I had been using that same one for like a year and a half up to that point. I knew it was going to break. Unfortunately, it did at a regional in the top 4, but my opponent was dog, and I probably wouldn't have gotten much further than top 4 anyway. I opened up the controller after Space City, and I discovered that the left and right paths were broken, and they had fallen out of like the little white clear case that they come in. That had happened to me before, actually at CTWC 2024. This time it took much longer for me to recover, and I did not have as good of comp performances in September through December of 2025.
Down to less than a Tetris now, 30,000 point. And he gets a Tetris, he gets a max out. Burns it, he's ready for the Tetris.
Oh, he's high up and he gets it.
Wow.
So first of all, like before the tournament, my flight got delayed and I spent way longer at the airport than I had to. So I flew in literally like 2 hours before the tournament started. Obviously, I beat Silly Shark, but I still did have to work for it. It wasn't like Silly Shark was free. But I sat down versus Guafi and completely forgot how to play the game. I couldn't make it past level 32. I couldn't get a score above 1.1. And obviously, against a player like Guafi, 1.1 is not going to win you a lot of games. So sometimes you have bad taste. In top 16 and top 8, my opponents didn't really play at their full potential, so I was able to get past them, and I was now sitting in the first top 4 of CTM I've ever played in my life, and I was going up against Sidnev. And obviously, Sidnev is a scary player. She has potential to drop down a ton of good scores, but I wound up having one of the best sets of my life against Sidnev, and I made it to the finals, which I was already really happy about. Obviously, I get to the match against Scooty, and I went back to being Bad Cobra again, and topping out with like scores of 1.1 and 1.2. And obviously those aren't going to beat someone like Blue Scooty. Blue Scooty easily won that 3-0. I'm hoping for top 8 again. I just want to prove to the Tetris community that I'm back. I've had enough bad performances at tournaments recently. I know Ryan Hamburger moved me down to like number 20 on his premier poll or something. And I want to return to level where I was top 10, you know? I want the community to think of me as like a good Tetris player. And I think making it to top 8 would definitely play a role in that. Well, I first started playing the game in 2021 and really stuck to me as like a coping mechanism because I had lost my mom a year prior to cancer, unfortunately. And I was only 11 at the time. And obviously I was having some anxiety issues and I was struggling to get over them. And I found Tetris as a way to kind of relieve that. Like obviously I started out just as any other new player with a PB of like 400k, but I was like casually playing, I was having fun with it, and I discovered this community in 2022. I was instantly transported into this world where everyone was supportive and I made a whole lot of friends, and ever since this, like, Tetris has basically become my second life.
I think that the match with Huff mattered to me the most because for those of you who don't recall, in
Hi, chat. Microphone on?
Hello, hello.
It doesn't have it on or off. It just has a switch.
Yeah, it does.
Testing. No sound. How about now, Saz? Professional outfit here, right? Sound now. Sweet. Switch up. We're back. We got 2 more matchups.
We do. Oh my goodness.
We got the all-T matchup of Tetris Time versus Tugi.
Yes.
And then we have the all-hair matchup of Huff versus Cobra.
Yeah, we do.
So I just came up with that storyline off the top of my head. It's probably B, mid-grade, but we'll go with it. So it looks like stats-wise, Tetris Time versus Tugi, all-time 3-3, it looks like.
They're tied, yeah. And Cobra versus Huff, Cobra leads 2-1.
Before we get to those, we do have to do a couple more sponsor reads. First of all, Stand Up to Cancer. So CTWC is honored once again to partner with Stand Up to Cancer and their campaign to fight cancer. By using our CTWC link, which you're going to put in the chat right now, you can help contribute to funding the research for the fight to continue to find the cures needed to end this disease once and for all. If our community reaches a collective funding goal of $2,500, we'll unlock a special giveaway, a limited edition NES console signed by all of us here. Phoenix was taking it around yesterday, getting everybody signed, including me. And on a personal note, my mom was diagnosed earlier this year. She's currently going through chemo. They're going to go up there as I'm getting all crying about it. But she's kicking its ass right now. I love you, Mom. We'll see you soon. You're going to beat this.
And Cobra, the youngster up here at the ripe old age of 16, representing the youth, as we've got a bunch of more people in their 20s. The scene is continuing to grow up. And again, such representation here. Huff, Tetris Time, and Tugi, they've been around for years. Cobra's kind of an up-and-comer.
How far did Cobra get last year? I mean, I remember...
He made top 16, I believe.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
This year he's looking to make a statement, make the top 8.
And Huff has always been right on that precipice, top 8-ish. Obviously, burst on the scene in 2020 by being the last person to ever play against Jonas Neubauer and beating him to get to the top 8 in 2020. Back when he had short hair and he was Hufflepuffus and, he's the lovable kid. And growing up before our eyes, the hair's grown out, been traveling across the country with me, going to all these tournaments. And it's just been so fun to watch him grow up to be who he is today. But he's just never had that signature win at the top echelon. It seems like he's on the upswing again.
Yeah, he is. When we did the stats project for CTWC regionals, he is the #1 all-time in games played across regionals, and it's not even close. So you think of, I don't know what's the equivalent of like longevity person in baseball. Who's the person who's played the most games all time?
Pete Rose.
Pete Rose, okay. I don't know if I want to say Huff is the Pete Rose of Tetris, but
I bet you don't.
Yeah.
But definitely longevity just keeps going and going, grinding it out. But also just you hate to say solid, but he he can make that next step. And here's his chance right here. Golden opportunity. But as I said, Cobra's up and coming. Number 6 seed. Obviously, I didn't get to watch very many of the qualifying runs, but with our new format, you needed several max outs. You did scores into the 1.5s to get to these top echelons of seeds. And then Tugi, oh my goodness, Tugi was always a joke. And he would probably also admit it, like he'd said. But here he is, sneakily good, getting into this top 16, and the golden opportunity to take out Tetris Time and upset somebody else's role into getting there.
Let's think, Chugi always had jokes around him because that's sort of like a parody of the European cheering culture.
Right.
Where they just cheer the Chugi sucks.
Right.
But Chugi has always been a world-class DAS player. He had the DAS world record multiple times.
Right.
And the big thing was how good we do at rolling. He has now become an elite roller. He's shown that DAS players can do it. They can make the transition. He was never a tapper. And he's really made a statement in his match the other day.
Oh, wow.
Shout out to Tito Paul 123 for all those gift subs in the chat. We really appreciate it.
Now you can watch ad-free and use those cool emotes. Let's go Tugi. Tugi rocks. Yes, absolutely. And if he takes down Tetris Time, he's a personal favorite of mine. Are you familiar with Mitch Hedberg? If he talks just like the old comic Mitch Hedberg. So, you're welcome for the convenience. So I can't do Mitch very well, but he cracks me up. He's just such an offbeat sense of humor. And he's a hell of a Tetris player, and he also makes a lot of runs. He won like 3 regionals last year, all up and down the West Coast in Las Vegas and Arizona. So
he did, yeah. Thank you, Sash, for the $25 contribution. And yes, Tetris Time is a wonderful player. Also kind of a meme back in the day for his stacking.
Oh, yeah.
Tetris Time stacking. It was like, the worse the stack, the higher the score, is what we would say about him. And he would also have all those upsets against Fractal. So it would be hilarious if he can somehow face Fractal again. I would have to double check the bracket to see how that could happen. But yeah, he's a character.
Fun storylines out of this group, though. I mean, 2 of these players are going to advance. I see thumbs all around.
All right.
We're ready to count them down. Ready?
Count them down in 5,
4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris! Go back to gameplay director. There we go. Hey, we beat Channel 1 for a change.
Hey. CT2.
And also, real quick, we do need to shout out the SoCal Gaming Expo, our home for the last 4 years. Love our new home. Love this time of year. Love California weather. And Chris does a great job running this show. And they're very sorry, they're announcing the cancer goal has been reached for Stand Up to Cancer. Thank you so much for getting our $2,500 contributions for that. But also thanks again to SoCal Gaming Expo for hosting us, for giving us extra time, giving us space, giving us the video boards. All this is very expensive, and we hope it's worth your while and it makes your show very unique and super cool to go to.
And these players are off. So far, it's all pretty close. Nothing too much to say currently other than Cobra dealing with a little bit of a weird situation earlier on the stack. It's only elevated by this drought. He's taking the skims. He finally does get the Tetris. He's going to have to commit to some burns, though. And we see Tugi again. He's got the overhead player angle because he is perhaps the tallest player out of everybody in this bracket. And that's saying something when you got Miles here.
You know, I discovered Tugi when he made that Rocky parody video in 2020 when he made the top 8.
Yeah.
And I had no idea he was that tall. Like, you couldn't tell from the video that he was a basketball player.
Yeah. All right, so Tugi is the Wemby of Tetris.
Yes. Like that. So we have headphones versus raw dog ears. Glasses versus no glasses. Tees versus, I don't know. I'm just teasing hairs. I don't know. It's the dumb stuff you try to notice.
Now, here's the other thing, too. We're seeing facial hair make a comeback in the Tetris scene, too. We got Tetris Time rocking the goatee. Hydrant Dude, after all these years,
oh my God,
the beard.
The beard and the bow tie. I love that. Yeah, that was super cool.
Yeah, you used to not see it. Back in the day, you had all these CTWC vets with their epic beards, Trey, Terry, other people I can't name off the top of my head right now. But yeah, it was when it was teenagers, they didn't quite have it in them yet. But now we're starting to see it make a comeback. And we gotta love the CT3 shout-outs behind Tetris Time right there. I don't know if they're even doing it intentionally. But yeah, Huff got an early lead here. Again, all these CTWC finalists who haven't had a trophy. Huff would be the real wild card. If
oh my God! Like,
Huff's got the stuff.
Shout out to Huff's mom, by the way. We're Facebook pals.
And Tugi, also not just a stellar player on the field, but also off the field. He runs CTWC Austria every year. Perhaps the premier regional in Austria as far as developing and showing talent. It's located very conveniently in the center of the continent and always draws out the best competitors. So we always appreciate our organizers behind the scenes because they're what allows this stuff to facilitate and allows this scene to grow.
And that's what I loved about it. I keep calling them the kids, but again, they're all graduated from college. They all got jobs now, but all these players setting up regionals at home and running the streams and figuring out the problems and then coming to the big stage here and upgrading the equipment. Like Zempro's been on CT1 being the director, taking over the role this year and doing a fantastic job and learning on the job. It's a lot of new equipment, a lot of things to learn, and he's killing it.
Absolutely. I was there with Zempro the very first time he ever ran tech for a live regional. It was one of the most scuffed regionals ever, the Jersey Shore Regional back in
You know what? If your Jersey Shore Regional is not scuffed, it's not a Jersey Shore Regional.
Yeah, there were 2 power outages. And he did his best he could to fight through that. Oh, no. Misdraw for Tugi.
Okay.
He needs a long bar right now. He just gets it in time.
He almost shook his head. And with our simul starts at 18, we kind of joke around a bit when it's there. It's getting fun at 19.
So Huff again got this nice lead here. Is going to have to take a couple of burns here, but gets out of it as efficiently as possible with only 3 burns. And there's a Tetris for Huff. And Tetris Time, you can see he's locked in with the 78% Tetris right now, 79%, the highest on the screen right now.
Yeah, I mean, that's
looking at a 600K transition.
These top 16 players, they expect 80%. They expect 550, 600 transitions. And again, that's the advantage. If you get that lead going into 29, you force your opponent to play a little more aggressive than they're comfortable with. It's a true mind game because, you know, you turn off that level 39 wall, these players can go forever, as we witnessed a few years ago with Eric and Fractal. So we incorporated the 39 into so much strategy and mind games go into that.
Yeah, and also special shout out to Tugi, not just for what he's done as a player, but also I know how important it is to him that he gets to fly the Austria flag. He's one of the only players in the scene from Austria. It's not one of the biggest countries, and he's showing that he can carry that banner at the top of the scene. I know it means a lot to him. We had a Liwa, another Austrian player, win bronze a couple years ago.
Nice.
And so it's really cool to see all this representation. Nicole, thank you so much for the donation here.
Yeah, 2 600 transitions at the bottom. Monster seed. Huff also with the strong, I think it was quite 600. I didn't quite catch it. Cobra with just a 550 transition. I mean, geez, come on, get with the show, Cobra. But this is what you deal with in the top 16 on Championship Sunday.
Yeah, we know what Cobra's got in him. He beat Hydrant yesterday, and what a thriller of a finish of a match that was. And
But look at
Tetris time.
580 point difference at the bottom. The battle of the T's. You're welcome for the convenience. It's funny, I bought donuts this morning and I did not get a receipt. Mitch Hedberg jokes. All right, Huff.
Yeah, Huff needs the right pieces. Okay, that line piece will work, but he's still got some dependencies. Needs something for the
not
left.
Getting better.
Okay.
It's swimming there 2/3 way up the screen.
He's in a
Cobra's
better
got a
position
chance
now.
to come back. Oh, hangs the tee.
That was really bad for Huff. He was almost out of it, and now this is going to extend the dig a long time, potentially put him at risk of an early top out if he has one more misdrop. Needs that long bar. Trying to get it open. That was a desperation move, and he covers it. The gamble did not pay off.
He's just swimming up here, Scout.
Yeah, this is killing his face.
It used to be we were amazed at these saves, and now it's like we're just concerned about what it's going to do to a score.
Yep, it's what these players need. Tetris Time's got a T-spin.
And out of it for Huff. Nice job, Huff.
Tetris Time misses the T-spin there. You know, that's got to hurt, but he's still in a safe position overall.
Cobra did shrink that lead to 2.
But that misdrop with the square right there, it's going to cause a little bit of a delay in his scoring. He now has to
what
take
a
these
solve.
burns.
What a solve.
Huff is now back in the driver's seat, looking to extend this lead here.
All right, we are approaching 29 on all 4 games. It's more Tetris than I can handle. But look at this lead, 780 points. Tugi and Tetris Time, but Tugi way ahead. Well, maybe not. It's 1 line difference, sorry. I saw the different colors and assumed. 1,000,000 points on the 2 bottom games.
Yep, and Huff's about to hit it in another Tetris. He's got it set up. Where's the long bar for Huff? And there's the Tetris for the max out
1,000,000 points for Huff.
Huff's got the stuff.
Mama Huff is so anxious she couldn't spell anxiety correctly. Cobra was just 900,000. We are getting ready, so it's a game of chicken here at 29. Who's going to go aggressive? Who's going to ease it up and force your opponent to make a mistake? Here we go. 1 Tetris difference at the bottom. At the top, Huff 150,000 points up. Board states all looking great. We're going to have a good extended game at a 29, Scout.
Tetris Time went all in on that Tetris, and he got it.
Look at this, 3,000 points. Tugi.
Tugi's going to have to dig.
But Tetris Time also burn shelving down.
Tugi has got to get out of this. He does not have the lead. He's 6,000 points down.
Huff is cruising right now. I'm going to focus on the bottom.
Oh my goodness, Tugi with that crucial 5-tap. Tugi's living this.
But but Tetris Time only up by a few thousand. He needs to score 2. But that's going to do it. Tetris Time is going to take game number 1. Back at the top, Huff's ahead by 100,000 points. Both players trying to get back into a scoring position. Cobra might need to consider building a Tetris well in the middle.
And Cobra, yes, the pressure is on.
You want, your natural tendency is to go back to the right well, but he's running out of time, Scout.
Yeah, Huff taking the safe triples, knows he's ahead, knows he doesn't need to take any risks. Cobra's locked in. He's now in board position. He gets the 5-tap of the line piece over to the left. He's
Both
Tetris
players.
ready. Where is it? Tetris for Cobra.
Huff
gets the Tetris.
Back, 100,000 point lead still. We've got 50 lines to go.
Huff not giving up any of the runway. Takes the skim, getting Tetris ready. Tetris for Huff. Cobra needs to answer back. He's getting Tetris ready. There he is, set up. Tetris for Cobra.
And boot back. This is quite the battle up top.
This is punch after punch for both players. Huff has a little bit of a delayed bird there. He's not going to be in Tetris position.
Boom, Tetris for Cobra, getting back with 77,000.
This is Cobra's opportunity. Huff is now in board leading up mode.
Boom!
And Cobra is only one Tetris behind. He just needs to get this back open, and he can get in a lead position for the first time in forever.
Takes a triple. But 30,000 points. Now we're down to less than a Tetris difference.
That was kind of the right move. Huff is still tuck burning. We'll see if he goes for an
he
elevated
said he-
Tetris.
Boom!
There it is. Boom,
One
for Huff.
Tetris difference. Last levels.
This is going to be down to the wire.
Tetris for Huff.
Crucial.
Tetris for Cobra.
That was crucial, filling in that long bar
One
dependency,
difference, Scout.
But now Cobra's board is dirty, and Huff is going to take advantage here if he can get the
Get
line
one
pieces.
more. He's not getting it. He's not getting it. Boom. No, he holds it.
Oh my gosh.
There's one
And there's
difference.
the opportunity for Cobra. It's only one Tetris. Cobra just needs
8
one
lines.
Tetris.
He has 8 lines to do it. He has 6 lines to do it. 5, 4.
He's used up all his birds. He's just got to set up. I think he actually a
Tetris or
triple.
die.
A triple might do it. Where's the
going
long
for it.
bar?
He's going for it. He's going
Where's
for
the
it.
triple?
He's not
Take the
getting
triple.
it.
Oh no! The triple, I think, would have done it. I think the triple would have done it there.
Oh my goodness, 9,000 points.
They both threw the last Tetris. They both had the line piece. They both had the Tetris set up. Huff missed it, and then Cobra missed it. Cobra played that perfectly all the way up until the end.
5/60ths of a second. That's all it was. Those frames. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we have
Deep
Jack
breath,
confirming
everybody.
a triple would have done it. And that's what's so hard about this game. You got to focus, and you also have to play so good. You have to be stacking these pieces. They fall once every third of a second, and you're having to do that mental math.
But it was that close. If you were off and went for the triple and lost it, then the Tetris is the safe aggressive. You know it's going to work play. So I'm sorry if I'm screaming and giving bad information or not, but the piece was there. It was the execution wasn't. That's what it really came down to.
We usually don't see games this close, this late, because it's statistically unlikely. So I know players, especially in the Daster, they had all the math, and we're starting game number 2 here on the top and bottom. These players memorize all of the values of the Tetrises and the triples and doubles and singles for that situational awareness. Back in the day, we all knew it by heart for level 28. I know I had it burned into my mind. 36,000 points for a Tetris into 29.
Yeah.
If I was going for a max out, I needed to know that. 965,000, I need to know that I can get that max out with one more Tetris. But here, now we're seeing that come into play. Level 38, you got to know the math.
Right.
It's one of those things, it's like memorizing your times tables. But it's also so hard. I don't know if Cobra was aware of how much the deficit was.
But was there an obvious triple play?
I would have to watch back to see if there was
it was a normal Tetris. Well, it was set up. It got uncomfortably high, but I think that Cobra knew that the Tetris would have done it. Wow.
Yeah.
That razor's edge.
Yeah.
Oh. Keep them coming, guys. I got the privilege of the match of the year last year with Goffey and Meme. So
oh my gosh, Tugi in big trouble early. This could be an early top out.
Come on.
He needs something for the left. He gets it.
Come on.
Line piece for the right is what he needs,
Got it,
but
got
he
it,
actually
got it,
fills
got
it
it,
into
got it.
something else. Gets the crucial 5-tap and gets
Line.
a line piece
Oh,
for the Tetris.
the dirtiest of Tetrises.
He lives another day.
They took that Tetris, put it on a bus, and sent it down to Long Beach. Tugi back to regular position. But I didn't even. I tried to look at his face. These players just do not panic. It is absolutely amazing that they don't let these moments get to them.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a tall stack for a tall player, but he managed to live there. Meanwhile, Cobra, you got to see, like, how do you shake off the nerves over a heartbreaker like that in game 1? You just got to focus up and say, I know I can beat this player. I just got to do my thing again in game number 2 and not make.
And you know what? When you miss a move like that, when I've got nervous, when you're nervous, you slightly speed up your internal clock. That's the natural reaction to things. And that's maybe what caused the underroll, the overroll, or whatever the timing was, because your timing has to be precise. It's not just doing the motion fast. You have to time it perfectly. As soon as the piece appears, then you roll. And if you miss it, it stays there or goes too far, and that's what happened with Cobra. on one piece out of thousands of Tetraminos that fell in that game. That was the one miss.
Yep. And Huff again taking the Tetris and taking the lead. Cobra going to take it right back. Neck and neck at the top.
And that's that game of chicken too. I mean, it's like a NASCAR race with the you trail behind your opponent and then take over when the moment's right. I mean, there's so much psychology there, and that's the psychology affected Cobra.
Yeah, we can see from our stats team here letting us know on the statistics, the Cobra and Huff are very, very evenly ranked. They're similar in the Premier poll. They have a similar FMS, which is the typical score you get in a game. They both typically score in the mid 1.1 million range. That's a 50th percentile score from him. Tetris Time versus Tugi. Tetris Time is a bit of a favorite. Tugi's kind of an underdog. Tetris Time's FMS is in the mid 1.1s. Tugi's in the mid 1.0s. So it's about 100,000 point advantage on the median game. But again,
that's 2 Tetrises at level 38.
It is 2 Tetrises. Exactly.
That's not that much difference.
It is, yeah.
Obviously, at this height of competition, those differences get magnified, but anything can happen.
Right. It's like you look at the pitcher matchups for an evening of baseball. One player's got a 2.75 ERA. The other one's got a 2.45 ERA. You know it's going to be a great pitching duel. One pitcher has maybe a slight advantage historically, but you never know what'll happen during a game.
2 Tetris lead on both ends.
Tetris Time. And he's going to get the Tetris. It is Tetris Time for Tetris Time.
Once again, Matcherino approaching $8,000. Our goal for today is to break 10,000. We're getting closer and closer to it. I think we'll get there. But thank you all for your contributions. All these players are going to pay. There's Justin. Over $8,000 now. Let's go.
Tugi trying to navigate this precarious board situation. He's not in danger of topping out. It's just like, how do you get out of this as efficiently as possible? He's already behind 3 Tetrises, doesn't want to go down further. And Tetris Time has to set up that long bar dependency on the left of his stack. We'll see how he resolves this.
When we first introduced Tetris rate with Tray Vision back in the day, 60% was the goal. Yep. If you get 60% Tetris rate, you'll get 1,000,000 points. Tugi's got the quote-unquote bad game of the group with a 67% Tetris rate. Cobra, 66% Tetris rate. Like, these are crazy, crazy scores. You know, they're breaking my PB before level 19 transition, right? So...
yeah. And there we go. Transitions for all players. Not easy boards on all of them, actually, except for Huff, who's got the clean board there. Tugi battling it up high again. This is impossible for a DAS player to live. It's got to feel good for Tugi as a former DAS player. He's like, yeah, I got this. Oh my gosh, those 2 long bars. He had to play some flat. Long bars are frustratingly not very helpful for your stack unless you're going for Tetrises.
They're literally a one tool piece. Like, they have no other purpose. It's a strikeout or a home run.
It's like Adam Dunn. You know?
Oh my goodness, the big donkey. The T piece is way more versatile. Both our deficit players trying to come back, and the leads seem to be growing now. Tetris Time up by 170,000 points.
Tugi, a little bit of a hand wipe. Gotta lock in here. He knows it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
The frustration finally showing up.
He misses the spin. Yeah, that's going to be tough. Might go for an elevated Tetris here just to try and get some pace back. Opposite just burn it down, it looks like. On the verge of going down 0-2 with this 7 Tetris deficit. Tetris Time is just locked in. He's grinding this away. He would love a top 8 appearance here. It's been a while since he made that amazing top 8 appearance in 2021. Yep. EC, thank you for the $5 contribution.
Meanwhile, Huff in the same boat, like just cruising here, approaching 1,000,000 points before 200 lines. Another Tetris for Huff, 1 away from 1,000,000. Tetris Time, 3 Tetrises away from 1,000,000. And 1 more line for Huff. Waiting for it here. Of course, I've mentioned it. Now it doesn't happen. And million points for Huff. Let's go.
Yeah, and this is, again, not a bad game.
One more for Tetris time. Keep it up, guys. 300,000 point deficit at the bottom, 200 deficit at the top.
And again, it's possible. It's always possible for Tugi to come back here if Tetris time tops out pretty soon. But Tugi knows he has his work cut out for him.
You've got 100 lines of 29 play to make or break.
The scoring potential is very high, especially as you said, those final levels. Those Tetrises are worth in the mid 40,000 points. If
you do the math, you get about 40% of your scoring potential from levels 29 to 39. It's about 30% for 18, 30% for 19 to 29, 40% from 19 to 29 or 29 to 39. So there we go. It's fun time. The thrill screen.
And Tetris time with a little bit of a misdrop into 29. This could be what Tugi needs if he wasn't also in a precarious position himself.
Oh, wow. Down 8.
This is going to be a tough dig for Tugi. He needs something for the left, and it's not going to happen.
Tetris time takes game number 2. GG's.
And oh no, Hufflepuff gets his board. He gets the crucial 5-tap.
But Cobra, the door is open. Needs to clear this row 4.
Yeah, it's looking possible for
line
Cobra.
Triple.
Nice triple. Oh no, needs the 5-tap. Where's the 5-tap? Can't get it.
Huff is going to take game 2. That is the toughest move of the game. The 5-tap left with the line piece.
Indeed.
You got to avoid those situations, and when you put yourself in there, it's like your game hinges on it. So we have 2-2-0 games again.
So we have 2 potential sweeps, 2 potential players looking for a big comeback. It's the vets so far, Tetris time and Huff. They've both been to the top 8 before.
But both has been a while too, so.
Yeah. Getting comeback here for both of them.
Redemption arcs around.
I remember Tetris time just in 2021. It was so funny. Just like, hi, I'm Tetris time. I beat Fractal.
Hi.
Never doubt me.
Never doubt me. I'm the best. I'm the best.
Can.
I'm the champ. I've seen Bees in chat. Fellow Ohioan, how you doing? Waiting for judges to put in our seeds. And shout out to Alex Kerr for putting together tournament cartridges for all qualifying stations. Before we only had the 16, and these are handmade with daughter boards to give our modification to an original cart, so it's not piracy. So those are expensive to make, and we had our new scoring system for qualifying because those cartridges are made. Tetris.
And we are off.
Well, the judge is counting it down.
Our judge counting it down for us. Again, we're dealing with the difficult situation here on CT2 where the noise is drowned out by CT1. So we appreciate you sticking with us over here for these hype matchups. Because these players are going to be a factor in the top 8. They will be the opponents for some of the favorites for the CTWC. These will be looking to play the role of spoiler.
Cobra with the 7 press down points. That's my go-to move.
Tetris time going for the tucks early. Wants a square and is not getting the square. But he gets the tuck anyways and manages to solve it cleanly. There's a Tetris with Tetris time. So Tugi and Cobra, tournament life on the line. And exactly, it's Cobra 7 points ahead for a moment there up at the top. Looking to try and skim this away. And Tugi with an early bit of a mess on his board, just looking to clean it up. Got things open. This is still the calm Zen mode.
I know.
We got this.
I gotta watch these replays over on channel 1. I look over like, I want to watch this. That's okay.
I know.
That's why they invented the internet. Thanks, Al Gore.
Yeah, it's like here you're at the experience. It's like when you go to a baseball game, you don't get to see all the close-up angles you see on the TV broadcast. You just get to feel the energy of the crowd. That's why you go.
I'm eating peanuts.
Same reason you go to CTWC. You feel the energy of the room.
Couple more quick ad reads. We have the Tetris cross Rubik's Cube. This is the crossover we've been waiting for. So many cubers are into Tetris. So many Tetris players carry around their cube. Why it took so long for this product to ever exist, I don't know, but it's finally here. It's super cool. Instead of just matching colors, you're actually putting the Tetris piece together on each of the 6 sides.
Yeah, it's a fascinating concept, and I know our social media manager was filming some content with some of the cubers here in the Tetris scene. I look forward to watching that later. Again, as you said, it's so tough. When we're here, we have so much to do. We can't actually see and consume all of the stuff, all the content. But that's why we're doing it. We're putting it out all for you. And meanwhile, we got some neck-and-neck matches here. Tetris Time and Tugi only separated by 380 points. Cobra going for the Vits. Where's the Vits? He's going to get the Vits. Vits for Cobra. Tetris for Huff. Tetris for Cobra.
And by the way, you can get that Tetris Rubik's Cube at Walmart.com or Target.com.
It's true, Walmart.com. Who knew? Who knew? Their campaign.
2,000. All right, so look, 2,000 point differences on both sides. 80% Tetris rate. Sunny Gem. Good to see Sunny Gem, fellow Ohioan. Thanks for the $50 contribution.
That's right. I remember always seeing her at WPL Ohio, which we just heard is now...
It has been canceled this year because Shen is moving to Canada to move in with his wife. But there's talks about bringing back a different version of that for the modern and classic Tetris players. We'll figure that out for next year.
And exactly tight on the bottom, 0 point difference.
Don't do that, guys.
And Tugi, if he can get a Tetris here real quick here, we can see it. There it is. Come on. 0 point difference again. Exactly tied.
Please press down. Please.
And Tugi going for the Vits.
All right.
Where's the Vits for Tugi?
If there is a tie score,
oh, that would be
people
amazing.
will be hurt. I don't know who. It might be myself.
Well, then, I mean, we experienced the micro version of that back in 2018 when Alex Kerr had a tie. Thank you very much for the donation, Ramon Hameliers, for the $20 contribution. We're now over $8,000 for the prize pool. Tetris Time got the giant mega well. That's something you might see in the Tetris Effect Connected Mystery Mode, where you got the mega bar for the mega Tetris.
Well, you know, the double wide, every piece is there to party, but that was a huge party. That's a street party. It's been cleaned up, though. Tetris Time wasn't putting up with that. But again, look at these monster scores. 500,000 points at 100 lines. That's what these players go for every time.
This is what you want to see. You want to see every player take it the distance. You don't want to see early top outs. You want to see that you know these players will feel better about it if they know that they left it all on the field.
Oh, yeah.
They put up a high score. Nice little tuck from Huff there. Board looking a little high. Uh-oh.
Tie again, 571.
Wow.
All right. Thank you, Tugi. You're my hero. 3 press down points for Tugi.
If that ends up being the difference, well,
I mean, that'd be freaking great.
Tetris Time's going to have to change his name to Pushdown Time in the future to remind himself of what he needs to do to win.
You know, kind of getting into the story of getting the game crash, going so far that the game was decided, all right,
these are a lot closer games here in Game 3, and you know,
yeah.
I'm kind of rooting for Game 4s. Sweeps are cool for if you're trying to get out of here on time, but I'd like to stay on commentary for a little longer.
That is true. That is true. Thank you so much, Gia Huff,
Yay,
for the
Mama
$50
Huff.
contribution, cheering on her son, Huff.
You saw it growing. Playing dangerous at that height, no matter how.
Tiku Spiel.
Oh my gosh, $50 contribution. Thank you so much.
Tetris Time starting to get a little dirty. Oh, misses the spin. Oh, you can see the reaction.
And Cobra's nursing a small lead here, trying to keep this going. A little bit of a precarious board state on the left.
TT.
But he's getting the right pieces.
What is going on at TT's board?
Is he going for an elevated Tetris? He's going to get it.
Boom! Tetris for Tetris time.
So they say the worse the stack, the higher the score for Tetris time.
Love it.
And Toogie with an elevated Tetris. The Tetrises are not stopping. And Huff now down quite a bit. 2.5 Tetrises. Cobra finally in a strong position for the first time this match. Oh, we're getting the close-up of Tetris times. And as you can see, the tendon bulging out. That is a Tetris tendon if you've ever seen one. Because that is the anchor hand. Just as important as the rolling hand is the anchor hand. Players will try and figure out any orientation they can. That's why you see some players do it with the thigh. Eyeball has the rubber band he uses to attach to it. Fractal uses the lotion. And Alex T and Scooty and Zro, not Zro, but they'll use their feet.
Almost $1 million here for Cobra. There's the max out for Cobra. Toogie not far behind. So our both behind players are looking to extend both these matches to game 4 as level 29 awaits. $1 million points for Toogie.
And Cobra locked in. He wants to end this on a high note if he can. This is a big drought. 27-piece drought gets the Tetris. Tetris time locked in. 3 Tetrises behind. This is the moment for both of the underdogs here in this match to make a comeback if they can complete this game.
These are not great board stats for 29 Scout.
They are not. Huff's up high, but he's going to get clean and get the elevated Tetris just in time.
Yep. $1 million points for Huff.
Uh-oh. Toogie had a bit of a misdrop there, managed to save it with a long bar, and now Huff is back into level 29, going for an elevated
one
Tetris.
off the bottom.
Yeah. Huff's going to want to get this down. Oh, no.
Oh, that's why.
That's a bit of a misdrop.
Huge lead for Toogie, up by 3. But Tetris time with a super clean board. Too much. I can't keep track of all the games.
No. Huffalophagus board. Looking a little Ruffalophagus. He's got to get out of this.
Ruffalophagus. Oh, my God.
And he did just enough Ulophagus to get out of it.
Oh, my God. Behind 100,000 points. Meanwhile, at the bottom, 150,000 points for Toogie. So much going on.
Oh my
what
gosh.
Do I look at?
This is, all 4 boards on 29 going so fast. We're seeing up to 12 pieces per second.
I need extra eyes.
Toogie's locked in. Still got this 80%
Huff is shortening this down.
lead.
Toogie, or Tetris time shortening it down as well. Toogie, scoring position. Boom, Tetris for Toogie.
Cobra back with a clean board, trying to get this in position.
Oh, Tetris time falling apart. Toogie's selling out. Gets a Tetris, but this board is trash.
Oh, no. And
Huff,
Toogie just
Tetris
trying to
time.
survive here. He needs every last point he can to make this chase down difficult for Tetris time if he tops out here.
40 lines to go.
He's eking out singles. He's eking out more singles. That's going to be
Toogie's
it.
up at 137.
Tetris time needs 2.5 Tetrises.
Plenty of runway.
He's got the time.
Huff coming back.
It's not over till it's over.
But Cobra playing super clean. Another Tetris for Cobra.
Yeah, Tetris time, trying to set up this Tetris. It's not happening. He keeps having to burn. Thank you so much for the $20 donation, Amps. And there we go. Tetris time, trying to make this happen.
Huff. Huff misses it.
The Tetris,
Huff
my
gets it
gosh.
after that, but 2 down still. T's $100
Tetris
contribution.
time needs one more Tetris. The board is not in a good state. I don't know if he's going to be able to get
the
this.
Line.
And
Toogie!
He's going to stay alive.
Huff down 2. Huff gets 1.
He's going to need to play on the super kill screen. Will we
It's
see him
possible in the middle. It's possible.
Oh, he didn't set up for 2.
That's
and Cobra with, he's not going to get, he's going to stay alive.
Scout, we get to do another match.
We do.
Let's do it.
Toogie's showing he does not suck, and Cobra's showing he's a tough Ulophagus opponent.
The donations are fast and furious. We're nearly $8,500. I could smell 10,000.
This can be a game picture as well. Yeah, this is a big match. It's 2-1. Series got the series lead and the game lead. 520 to 528.
We're just waiting on our judges to give us the okay here. On this game, I might have to dip out here at the beginning of 18 to get some photo moments, but we're getting the okay. We're gonna count it down in
3, 2, 1. Tetris. Hey, 4 T's.
These players
Tetris
are
time,
off.
Toogie.
And now, again, the momentum can shift sometimes in these situations. Players go up over 2 and they think, all right, I got a comfortable position, but then they lose a game. And now it's like, oh my gosh, if I lose another game, then it's going to be even. Then it's anybody's match. I might be the victim of a reverse sweep.
Momentum is a factor in this game. Reverse sweeps happen, and this game is mental. Like, you got it. The fatigue is a factor. Keeping focus is a factor. You know, you're playing for 45 straight minutes for each of these matches that go to the full 5 games.
So we got a chatter asking, where is Toogie from? Toogie's nationality, or his nationality is he's originally from Mongolia, but now he is Austrian. So he's representing the Austrian flag.
The hills are alive. And Huff, of course, from Michigan, and Tetris time from parts unknown.
Yeah, like the answers, people troll answers saying it from darkest Peru or something.
It was funny yesterday during the Australian contingency over in the bronze bracket. I deliberately, accidentally made their nationality Austria instead of Australia. That was a nice troll for Phoenix. I'm gonna grab some water. My heart can't take this, but imagine if my heart's this bad just watching.
Absolutely locked in. This is everything on the line. It's game number 4. So we up 2-1. Looking to close. First up, wanting one more shot.
You know, it's early so far. Toogie's got a little bit of a diving board again. Always reminds me of Jonas when somebody does that. That famous moment from CTWC 2017, I believe, when he hung the long bar flat by accident and then managed to save it perfectly.
Just making, a broken escalator. They're just stairs. You're welcome for the convenience. That's right. CTWC 2027 is in 52 weeks. Start counting down now.
Man, I can't wait.
I really want to go to DAS World Cup. I don't think I can get it in the budget this year, but that's on the bucket list for next year. Saw Gunter here this week.
Maybe we can figure out something happen. This is, it's difficult for me too, but I'm thinking this is a one chance to maybe see all the UK people.
Yeah.
We got Toogie. Again, our underdogs here have both got leads. Cobra's got the lead and Toogie's got the lead. This is where they want to be early on. It helps so much to get an early lead, just psychologically in a match, because then you know, okay, I'm not stressed. I'm in the driver's seat. And it's when you're behind that you start taking the little micro-aggressive moves.
Right.
That sometimes don't put you in a safe board state. Like, look at Tetris time here. He's waiting out. He got the J piece, but he didn't get it for a while. It's possible it wouldn't have resolved.
With all your looks into statistics that you've tried to do, those are the things that's really hard to gauge. Like, you can't go in and say, well, this person behind and came back. Maybe you can find comeback wins, but then some of those aren't really comeback wins because the opponent makes a mistake. Like, do players clutch up? Like, I remember that Jonas versus Alex run from like 2015 when he was very, very far behind and had the 19 of his life. Like, those are championship matches. So Scott's going to go take pictures. I'm going to go solo for a moment.
Yeah,
me and Chad will hang out.
I'll be right back for another 2 minutes.
Yep. This is 18 speed, so we can talk for a bit. Toogie looking calm, absolutely. And the contributions keep coming in. We're approaching 8,500. Thank you so, so much. As things are happening on CT1, I could barely hear myself, and I absolutely love it. My voice is starting to go, but I timed it perfectly. I saved some from yesterday. And we got a tied game at the bottom again.
Yeah, and Huff with a very rare you see long bars placed vertically in the center of the board.
The flagpole, like it's almost a mistake, but yeah, I trust Huff has a plan.
To answer your question about statistics, yeah, the stuff that we've been capturing has mainly been in results.
Right.
Which is where you see, that's what you see in the baseball world. That was the first statistics that were developed, were the results ones. And then people realize, well, sometimes the results are the result of luck or circumstances or everything else, and that's where you develop the advanced stats to sort of analyze like what went wrong, what went right. You have StatCast, like the expected ERA, stuff like that. The equivalent of that in Tetris is when we're going to get the full Netris Champs breakdowns of where you can compare it to Stack Rabbit of like what you should have done in a situation. You can start to see how aggressive people were actually being and if their aggression ramps up or goes down. Thank you so much, Laura, for the $100 contribution. So that's what I look forward to in the future of the stats world, is seeing players, do they take the aggressive or safer moves? And there are systems that we have available to do that now. It's just a lot of work to set it up.
I mean, that's the beauty of Tetris and why it's endured for 40 plus years. Your great arcade games, video games, the scoring has that risk reward system, and Tetris just has, this version of Tetris just has the best risk reward that you have to fine tune that dial at every moment and change at every moment based on what your opponent's doing, what your board state is. You're always recalculating with every piece, whether you're going to go for a big score or play it safe.
And Cobra now looking over. He's got to feel good about it. He's got a 5 Tetris lead. Huff's going to chip into it a little bit, but now Cobra's going to get it right back.
And we had a close one at the bottom, Tetris time and Tugi, about a 1.5 Tetris difference.
Yeah, Tugi gets a nice tuck there.
So I believe when we hit $10,000, we can pay all 48 participants of the gold bracket. So we are getting closer and closer to that goal.
Oh, no.
Oh, Huff. Come on, get him. Get him in the line. Get him in the line.
Huff is in trouble,
Get him in
and
the
that's
line.
going to be it.
Oh!
And we have a decider up top. Cobra is going to take things to game number 5.
That's that endurance we were talking about.
Oh, my gosh. We got some exciting games over here, Chris Bidwell. Oh, no. And Tugi, his tournament life on the line here. Got to get out of this dig. He's behind. He's doing what he's got to do. Getting the pieces. Perfect T-piece. So satisfying seeing stuff like
Oh,
that.
my goodness. That's that exhale after a big dinner.
Or those pimple popping videos.
Oh, Lord, no, don't. But fortunately now, they're going to decider up top, and if they go to a decider at the bottom, we're going to have staggered starts. So we won't have to go crazy 429 games at the same time. So as a production, Chris is delighted. Also delighted having a decider.
Oh, no. And Tugi's board, again, just in a rough state. He can't get Tetrises consistently, and it's allowing Tetris Time to just build up this lead, although Tetris Time also in a little bit of a hairy spot.
That's not the hugest of leads here.
Oh, and Tetris Time, 3 long bar dependencies. And this, oh, no.
Oh, give it.
And Tetris Time gets the long bar too late.
He's going 29's imminent.
Yeah, he's in a
Can he get anything to the right?
spot.
Oh
my goodness.
Tetris Time, times at 967.
This is Tugi's opening. He just needs 2 Tetrises. Plenty of time to get it before 29.
What a gift.
But there is a drought coming up. It's the same one that killed Tetris Time. Tugi's going to have to navigate it too.
But you line it out when you're this, with 29 coming.
He navigates it. Now he just needs 1 Tetris to go. Just needs a bar.
But there it is.
Oh, no! Where's the Tetris?
Is Tugi trolling us?
Oh, my goodness. We've seen too many missed Tetrises in this set. That's the 3rd one. But Tugi hangs on.
Decider! 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 Decider!
That's one of the most crazy, like, missing that Tetris. Oh, my gosh. I'm glad he made it.
That would have been a meme, not the good style.
Oh, yeah. Then the Tugi sucks chance might have been more painful. But
oh, no. The first time I did not ring a bell in a match. I guess SV had that one miss drop early too. Deep breath, deciders all around.
Oh man, and you see, I love Tough's mom in the chat saying stress level multiplied.
Yep.
I was talking about that with Zro's dad the other day when Zro had that almost reverse sweep. His dad's heart was pounding, and I think it's what I hear when the family's like the players are in control of their matches. They can do it. The family members,
you can't. You can only watch.
All you can do is watch. It's so intense, but that's what you live for. You live for these intense moments. We're waiting for a judge countdown. We're going to see if everybody's good. We're getting some thumbs up.
Let's count down everybody. Ready?
Deciders, Chris. Everybody over here for CT2. Are you ready for the countdown of the decider? In
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Tugis has a lover, Fran. Oh boy. This is it, Scout. After this, we're done. Well, you got photography, but yeah.
Yeah.
I've been busy all weekend. I don't know what I'm going to do with myself.
I mean, I'm just the potential. If Tugi or Cobra, I think actually Cobra did make the top 8 last year. He had kind of a really good bracket path, and then lost to forget who in the I think in the top 8. Maybe we can have somebody confirm in the
Tetris
chat.
time. Okay.
But Tugi for sure making the top 8 for the first time would be what a phenomenal performance to him. That's right. Yes, Cobra lost to Scooty in the top 8 last year. That's right.
Didn't Tugi make it in 21?
Tugi not the top 8, I believe.
I just remember that video.
No, it's Tetris time. He made the top 8.
Okay.
But yeah, Tetris time looking to do a roll. Tetris
this
time.
is not a Vitz. That's a threat. That's not the same. Not as cool.
He does get the talk. That was crucial to
it's
not have to burn in.
You get a whole 1/20th of a second to do that. So I mean, it's so easy for these guys.
Yeah.
Level 18 speed. What's going on? And it's I think there's when you're so used to the 29, this is almost too slow. It almost forces you to get that extra think cycle.
Yeah.
And that can, if you're not in rhythm, you can lose your momentum and kind of make mistakes.
And simul Tetris for Tetris time and Tugi. This is what we want to see. We want to see close matches. We want to see anything possible in the decider. Again, I cannot imagine the pressure of being a friend or family member of any of these 4 players.
I'm so nervous I'm going to have a Tetris gummy.
As a Tetris fan, I'm just loving it. Oh my gosh, Tetris time in a little bit of trouble. Try and get out of this. Yeah, I know. We got to bust into the gummies. Some decider gummies.
Yep. Just don't eat the squares. That's the worst flavor. Delicious. I got an L.
I got a long bar. Boom, Tetris in your mouth.
Adam Dunn, baby. Super close games.
I guess the Adam Dunn of Tetris would be somebody who gets like 1.4s and then early tops out all the time.
Right. And can't play defense.
Yeah.
Which, it's classic Tetris. There's no defense to play. You don't have to send combos.
What is this stack from Tetris time? This is like prime tapping Tetris time stack. He's got to get out of it. He is giving away the opportunity for the lead here to Tugi.
He's line dependent, so there you go.
That's the line, but
that's not that inefficient of a solve. But he's behind by a Tetris, and now 1.5.
And while we're here in 18, I might have to do one last photo break.
Go
for
for
the
it.
last game at CT1.
Do it. Scout pulling double duty here. Love that he gets the chance to be on the mic at the main event. This is a treat. It's not a job. This part is definitely not work. Just the one. It's for the sponsors,
The final level 29 plus to be played in this game number 5. Decider who's going to walk away
Well, Tetris time again, flirting at the top. Not going to have a trouble getting us clear, but going to lose more pace to Tugi. There we go. Sometimes you just kind of get out of sync, out of sorts, and I think that's what Tetris time is feeling right now. Just not at his peak that he was in games 1 and 2. Sometimes, you slap your own leg, you kind of like do your thing with your head, just kind of like get you back into that hyper-focused state. 6-point lead hype for sure. Thank you, Cobra, for no ties. This is nuts. 5,000-point lead at the bottom for Tetris time coming back. No spoilers, but things are happening in CT1, and we're going to transition on CT2. Tetris time behind by a Tetris and change. Tugi. 497 transition for Tetris time, below where he wants to be, but maybe this increase in speed will knock him back in. And Tugi struggling a little bit into 19 with a 558 transition. Interesting solve here, but he's not in scoring position, so Tetris time takes the lead now. He's ahead 8,000 points. At the top, look at a 766 difference going into transition. We're going to have more close ones. All the barns will be burned here. This is for the top 8 at CTWC 2026. Tetris for Huff with a clean board. Cobra in cleanup mode halfway up. All the muscles are clenched. All the nerves. The last 2 spots of the top 8 are at stake. 1 Tetris lead for Huff with a clean board. Cobra about to get clean with 1 more slime. There we go. At the bottom, 2 lead Tetris. I told you Tetris time needed that 19 jolt. He is back in it.
Oh my goodness, Chris. I love how close all these games are. I can't wait to see how this ends. Huff a little bit high. Does Huff have the stuff? One more time. Is Cobra looking to bite?
These players are excelling at 19.
Is Tetris time looking for his time?
Oh, okay. Well, that might have been on purpose.
Yeah, it's a classic Tetris time stack. And he gets the perfect piece for it.
Oh, my goodness.
2 games striking distance, gets a Tetris down, now only half a Tetris.
Oh, they're just going to go back and forth trading.
Cobra waits for the dependency. There it is. Tetris for Cobra, down just 1.5 Tetrises. Now just down less than a Tetris. Huff gets a Tetris back.
Oh.
Tetris time, you can see the focus. All these players locked in. I think he just said, come on, come on. He wants this top 8 repeat.
Oh, Huff is just pressing onward and upward. 2 Tetris lead now. Cobra keeps making little mistakes here and there, and they're starting to add up. Tetris time ahead. 1,000,000 points for Tetris time. With a little bit of cleanup, though. Gets it done.
And here we go. Level 29 is coming.
Huff fills in the double wide well and nails a Tetris. 1,000,000 points for Huff.
Tetris time navigating. Oh my gosh, he's passed up on a Tetris. I think he knows it. He does get the long bar, fortunately.
There we go, Tugi.
Trying to get a Tetris time will be the first to get to level 29. Perfect skim to get in position. He wants a clean board state. 1 more Tetris and a line. Okay, and this Tetris will get him in.
There we go, 1,000,000.
This is it. Everything on the line here.
Perfect low board, building up. 2 Minos short on the right. Takes some safety.
This is not a good stack. He gets a good square for the left. Oh, gets that piece over.
Nicely done.
Fills out the left, just playing it safe.
But yeah, I mean, you're using your runway. You're ahead.
Yeah, Tugi has more time in hand, so he is perhaps ahead in pace here.
And one last time, Cobra with 1,000,000 points. Everybody with 1,000,000 in game 4.
And
5.
Tugi immediately smashes down 2 Tetrises, but a misdrop. And Tetris
Huff
Time is
hangs
in a
the
little bit
tee.
of trouble. Tetris Time in trouble, needs to get this down. Needs
Looks
a long
good,
bar.
looks good. Get something right.
Where's the long bar? Takes a skim, takes a
Very
double.
good.
Crucial
Got it,
long bar.
triple.
Another crucial long bar. Thank you so much for the $80 contribution, Nicola. And Tetris Time, or Tugi
Oh my
in
goodness,
position.
he's only ahead by a half. Tetris Time and Tugi going
takes
back
the
and
lead.
forth.
Cobra playing his heart out. He's down 2.5 Tetrises.
He's ready.
Oh
Knocks
no!
it down, but hangs the tee.
He's going to
Hangs
need
the
a
L.
5-tap here. Where's the 5-tap? Gets the 5-tap, but misdrops on the right. Gets the long
Tugi,
bar for the right.
9,000 point difference at the bottom. These two
Cobra fighting for his
battling.
tournament life.
They both are.
Everybody is playing all out here. Huff, in
Playing
position for
your hearts
Tetris.
out, leaving it all on the matrix. Here they go. 40. This is, oh my goodness.
Tugi trying to clean this up. He's in
Tetris
the
Time
lead.
ready. Literally, they could
Oh, no.
be tied.
Cobra needs something for the right. He needs to survive this.
Tetris
oh, no.
for Tetris Time. 160 point lead for a moment.
And Cobra tops out. Huff
Huff's
is
gonna
going to the
advance,
top
but
8.
back at the bottom. Tugi ahead by under a Tetris, trying to clean up.
And
Tetris Time.
Huff's mom connects.
Boom! Tetris for Tetris Time. Look at the difference. 5,000
goodness.
points.
But Tugi has more time in hand. Tugi is ahead in pace.
Tetris Time needs a line, gets it.
But his board is falling apart. He's not going to be able to cash in as many of these Tetrises.
He's going to play one off the bottom with only 2 levels to go.
He's going aggressive.
Ready.
That was an
He's
aggro
ready.
move, but he misdrops.
He needs it. He needs
going
it.
all into the Tetris.
Oh, he hangs it.
One more Tetris for Tugi. This is a drought. And there it is!
Tugi!
Tugi in the top 8!
Tugi! Tugi completes the reverse sweep in the most incredible run at 29. They went back and forth several times. Huff also with the win. The redemption arc for both players. Austria is in the top 8. The Europeans in the top 8. Sidnev and Tugi.
Oh my goodness.
It could be the year. It could be, the trophy could be finally going home.
What a finish. Incredible stuff. Incredible stuff. You always love
The
to see
hugs
it.
all around. The room is just like the relief here. Like it's going to get even more intense the next round. But what a rounds of 16, Scott. It's an honor to do commentary with you.
Oh my gosh, it's an honor, Chris Bidwell. And those were the best matches I could have hoped for.
I
am so
were
excited
worried
for the rest of today.
We were so worried we were going to get 2 sweeps, and then the incredible reverse sweep, and then the potential reverse sweep and off. But my God, I love all those players. The top 8 is going to be amazing. Stay tuned. We're going to jump over to Classic Tetris 1 in a little bit. Look, there's TGM4 in the Switch. Go get it.
There's
25
Tetris
bucks.
gummies.
There's Tetris gummies. There's a cowbell.
Thanks so much.
Thank you guys so much. Boom Tetris for you. I don't have a catchphrase. I'm not Chris Chang, but what an honor again, and stick around for the top 8. Thanks everybody for watching. This channel is going to go over to Spanish commentary, I think.
Okay, fantastic.
So
all right, we'll see you
you
then.
can keep it up if you want. Thanks again for your contributions. We're going to kick it over to the president here in a moment.
Hasta mañana.
Hasta mañana. Thanks, guys.
So my only other CTWC was in 2024 when I went out in the first round to Rhubarb. So I had never made it to a CTWC top 16 before. So obviously going into it, I was very nervous. But then obviously I had some issues. DMJ had some bigger issues. That's when I first started to feel like, okay, this is just any other match I'd have with DMJ. And then game 3, I really turned it on, but I died early on like 35 or something. And I was just looking over like, please don't chase this down. I don't want to play game 4. I just lost all my momentum. But he wound up falling short by 1 Tetris, and I was able to win that set 3-0. At that point, I've played Scooty like 4 or 5 times, and I lost every single one because, of course, it's Blue Scooty. But going into that one, it started way different than any other one of my previous matches with Scooty, as I actually took game 1 after Scooty had some issues on 29. And then during game 2, I saw Scooty like right to the side of me, visibly shaking, and I'm like, wait, I've actually got him like kind of tilted. If I can have a good game 2, I might be able to win this actually. But then 28 hit, and the game decided to give me horrible RNG, and I probably didn't make the right placements. And I wound up giving that game to Scooty, and Scooty was able to capitalize off of that and win 3-1. I think my controller just like randomly just decided to hit the end of its life because I had been using that same one for like a year and a half up to that point. I knew it was going to break. Unfortunately, it did at a regional in the top 4, but my opponent was Dog, and I probably wouldn't have gotten much further than top 4 anyway. I opened up the controller after Space City, and I discovered that the left and right paths were broken, and they had fallen out of like the little white clear case that they come in. That had happened to me before, actually at CTWC 2024. This time it took much longer for me to recover, and I did not have as good of comp performances in September through December of 2025.
Down to less than a Tetris now, 30,000 point. And he gets a Tetris. He gets a max out. Burns it. He's ready for the Tetris.
Oh, he's
and
high up.